Live from Southeast High School in Bradenton, Florida, from the John Kiker Memorial Stadium and the Paul Meckley Field, SETV, Southeast High School Television, proudly presents Seminole football. It's homecoming weekend in the land of the Noles, and the Noles are playing host to the Sarasota Sailors. I'm Mike Sanders. I'm going to be bringing you the play-by-play of this great contest, and sitting next to me is my good friend, Science Department Chair and swimming coach Mike Brooks. How you doing, Mike?
Pretty good. I'm going to try to be colorful today. I don't know if I'll make it, but I'm going to try to be
Well,
colorful.
you know, and the old joke is that we're going to be what color and da-da-da.
Well, hopefully tonight we're going to be blue and orange.
We need to get new writers because we can't come up with the same thing that we need to. Anyway, so let's talk about the Seminoles.
Let's talk about the Seminoles.
We are playing Sarasota Sailors, but we have had 3 different teams show up over the last 3 weeks.
You're right.
And Brett Timmons, what is our head coach? Which team is he hopefully going to bring to the field tonight?
I hope he brings the Southeast Seminoles. But besides that, now we look back at our game in Riverview, big school, tough team, 7-5. I mean, it was a heartbreaker. Was it last 2 weeks ago? You and I were here when we trounced on Bayshore.
Bad, very bad.
It was like 56-8. And the 8 probably shouldn't have happened. That was due to a run kickback. And then last week, Port Charlotte, where we lost 52-28. Now there is a common denominator here. Both have played Port Charlotte. Okay.
Both the Sarasota and the Noles.
Sarasota and the Noles have both, and we both lost. But I don't know how you can say we lost better. We didn't lose as badly to Port Charlotte as the Seminoles did. So as a homecoming game, there's a good chance. Well, there is it's going to be a good game. Let's put it that way, because it looks like we're pretty closely evenly matched. And as a homecoming game, this one should be a good one.
Well, let's hope so. The Sailors themselves have had a couple of rough weekends. They went to Venice, which is always a powerhouse, and they lost 71-0.
That's Venice.
And
they were the state champions, I believe.
I believe they are the defending state champions in Florida in 6A or 7A. I'm not sure what the divisions are.
Big school.
Never did learn those things. But they have lost 109-0 over the last 2 games. Are you going to calculate that for me?
109-0 over 2 games?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
That is. Now, they started, it looks like we're about to start the game. They started with, the Seminoles got beat up real bad in the first half of last week's game against Port Charlotte, but came back the second half to make it a decent game, 52-28. Looks like the
Sailors
are going to kick off, which means they probably won the coin flipped and have deferred to the second half.
They're going to kick the ball, so we can figure out.
I didn't catch it.
I did not catch the Sailors number.
Well, we'll come back to that.
Okay, we get a little tighter on
Received
the
on the 8.
Number 8, returning 4, that's Galen Washington. Good return over the 50-yard line, all the way down to the 45-yard line of the Sailors.
Great run back to Galen Washington. He took that on their own 8 out to the 44-yard line. Let's call that about a 48-yard line.
Let's call it that.
Okay, well, we're going to see.
Galen had a good week last week, even though the Seminoles got beat up a little bit. Because reception, he had 108 yards in receiving last week. No, something's
Well,
going
I
bad.
didn't see the flag, but
No.
sitting here in the studio, unfortunately, we don't necessarily see the whole field. But that's going to take that ball all the way back to the 20. That really negates that great run back, which is unfortunate.
And once again, we need to let our audience know we're not even at the field.
No, we're sitting in
We're
the
sitting
studio
here in the
at
television
SCTV.
studio of SCTV with all of its brand new equipment, calling the game from a very large and very nice monitor. So, Chauncey Wilson's joining Malik Huggins in the backfield, man in motion. Snap, looks down the field, looks right, throws down, missed his target. Intended for number 9 of the Seminoles,
Calvin
that's
Clark.
Calvin Clark.
Well, that'll make it 2nd and 10 from the Seminoles 20. And that was a well-designed pass. I just think that he
Really
was
threw it behind him.
a tad bit
Threw it behind him. He was fairly well covered.
There's Tywan Davis in the backfield there with Malik.
It's not Chauncey.
No, Tywan Davis, number 3. And here
Snap,
comes Malik,
Malik,
and he
grab.
gets pulled down. But we got a flag out there
There's
this
a
time.
flag. Is the potential of
Well, he grabbed the jersey up high.
he's allowed to grab the jersey. He's not allowed to grab the shoulder pads because that would be horse collaring.
Well,
Personal
and that
foul,
looks like what
and
they're
that's
calling
what they're
it.
calling. They're calling personal. They're calling horse collar on.
Against the Sailors.
It's a 15-yard penalty. It's going to bring it out to the 38-yard line of the Noles.
You know what, Mike? I have to say that while I liked being up in the press box, we always had to deal with that fog on the screen.
Oh, I know.
This
And
is
it would be
great.
monstrous tonight with 90-degree weather and the humidity. And in motion for the Noles.
That would be another Jason
Malik
Jr.
goes left, throws down the field, wide open Seminole. Makes the
Good
completion.
catch, number 13, Elijah Thomas.
Takes it all the way down to the Sailors. It looks like they're going to mark it on about the 19-yard line, 18-yard line. That was a great pass by Malik. Wide open.
Never mind.
Knowles are in a hurry-up situation. Snap to Malik. And
There's a fumble.
Looks
looks
like
like
the
the Sailors
Sailors are
got
going to
it.
pick it up. Bad handoff. Malik just wasn't paying attention. Didn't put it in his breadbasket.
Looks like it was covered by number 2 from the Sailors. That would be Dom Bennett, one of their seniors. And that puts that Seminole drive to an end, but at least the field position is pretty good for the Seminoles. The Sailors are back on their own 15-yard line.
I saw Tom Brady do the exact same thing last night. When
Did you?
he missed, he didn't get the ball right in where it's supposed to be, and there was a fumble. And the Bears, by the way, I'm from Chicago and enjoyed that game
know you
immensely
are.
last night. The Bears were able to pick up the fumble. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Sailors. There's a timeout. Sailors are going to call timeout.
Okay, well, that gives us a little bit of time to talk. They must have seen something they didn't like, because it's awful early, these calling timeouts now. I mean, we're only 11 minutes, we're only about 56 seconds to the game right now, according to the clock. 11:04 still to go. And like I said, that's pretty early to be calling timeout.
Quick timeout. Seminoles defense, except for last week, has had 2 pretty good games. You know, they let Port Charlotte score over 50 points, and most of that damage was done in the first half.
But otherwise,
They had 2 games.
They had 2 games, a total of 13 points. So, as you put it, which team is going to bring tonight? We're going to find out right now, I think.
Sailors are set. Snaps. Handoff. The Noles are going to
He's got nowhere to go.
swarm over the top of the running back, who is, let's get a number. didn't get it.
Well, Lance Triple is our quarterback, number 4. And we'll be able to watch him a little bit. Number 6 looks like one of the running backs. That would be the Anthony Peralta.
Please don't take 2. I don't know what's happening.
I'm trying to get the number on the
Yeah, I haven't been able to get the quarterback's number. For
No,
the
quarterback
Sailors.
is number 4. That's Lance
Number 4?
Triple, yes.
Snap,
Okay.
handoff, going right.
And going nowhere. But there is a yellow rag out on the field
Got a
now.
penalty, but that's 2 plays in a row that the Seminoles have just swarmed over the ball carrier for the Sailors. Lots of yardage lost. There was 4 yards lost on the play before that, and there's looks like another 3-4 yards lost on this
Now let's
one
see what
too.
the penalty is. Hopefully it puts it backwards, not forwards. At least for the homecoming team. Jay
Haven't
McLaurin's
gotten a
down there
signal
pointing
yet.
it to the,
Holding
against
holding
Sailors.
on the Sailors.
The holding penalty against the Sailors is declined.
That means now it'll be
It's going to be
third down.
16 yards.
And can I say tomorrow yet?
Not you're pretty close.
And I think the original line of scrimmage was about the 20, plus or minus a little bit. And so this is going to be somewhere in the neighborhood of 25 yards for third down.
Snap.
And off to number 10.
Handoff to number 10
And he's
of the
going to get pulled
Sailors.
down,
That's
almost
TJ
a touch,
McKay.
almost a safety.
3 running plays in a row by the Sailors. Big losses on all 3.
That was T.J. Mickey, the ball carrier. I didn't see who actually pulled him down, but he pulled him down at the 1 yard line, actually inside the 1 yard line. That was pretty darn close to a safety. And now the Sailors are going to have to punt it from deep in their own end.
Deep in their own end zone. Looks like the defense has come out a little angry already.
And you know, it does look that way, doesn't it? I think they're tired of the COVID restrictions during homecoming week.
It's the punt.
That's just
short
a short little
punt.
short little punt. And
It's
they're-
on the 25-yard line. Rolls forward.
I don't know if it
2.
made it back to the original line of scrimmage.
I don't believe it did. So the Noles are going to take over on the 27-yard
7.
line of the Sailors.
Well, that shows right now which defensive team is here, I think. They're here to play ball. You know, it has been homecoming week this week, but I'll tell you what, it's been a little bit different as Malik gets ready to go. But one thing that's common here at Southeast, it has been for decades, the war drums, Mike.
Oh, the war drums. Gotta love the war drums. And around, hand off to number
That's
9
not-
of the Seminoles. That is Kelvin Clark. Looks like he's gonna pick up did he pick up a first down?
You know, it's going to be close.
Nope, he's got 8-yard pickup. It's gonna be 2nd and 2 for the Noles.
From the Seminole 19? From the, sorry,
Sailors.
Sailor 19.
Man in motion.
Too many S's in this game. That's a
Screen
little pitch
right.
out to
Washington takes it. He's gonna get stopped with no gain.
Completed to number 8, Jalen Washington. They lost
So
3 yards
that'll make it
on the
third
play.
down and about
Nice
2
tackle
for the
by
Seminoles.
Sarasota Sailor defense.
Actually, it looks like he lost about 3 yards on that play.
We have 3rd down and 5.
Now we'll see here. They're still marked back there at the 22-yard line. So want to call it 3? Want to call it and 4?
Malik drops back, looks over the
Quick
center.
little pass.
Good hit, over the center, quick hit. Washington picks up enough yardage and more to get the first down for the Noles. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Seminoles.
Well, as Brenda would say, first down Seminoles.
Ball's on the 15-yard line. Snap, handoff. Number 5 of the Seminoles, that's
No,
Ryan
it looks like
Pettifor.
Malik carried it. And
We have another fumble. We've got another Seminole fumble.
I didn't see the blue,
And the Sailors have recovered.
but it's there. So now Malik has dropped one.
That's 2 fumbles in the first quarter
All of them down there.
And after they were deep in the Sailor territory, so the Sailors are going to be able to take over. It's still 0-0.
Looks like the Sailors are going to get the ball in their own 12, plus or minus just a little bit. And
Referees have determined that the ball came out before.
Looks like they're going to mark the Sailors' ball on about the 12-yard line.
well, we still got 7 minutes and 16 seconds left in the first quarter here.
And we fumbled twice.
And we have fumbled twice.
I mean, the defense says, let's see if the defense can pick us up again.
Mike, can you say we're dropping the ball?
I'd say that we're dropping the ball. On the last Sailor series, they ran the ball 3 times and lost 13 yards in those 3 times. Let's hope that the Noles can do the same thing again this time. Man in motion. We're going with a jet sweep around the left side. He's going to get some opening
he's
daylight.
got some run.
He's going to pick up a considerable amount of yardage out to the 33-yard line. That's number 10, C.J. McKay again.
Brought down by Javen McLaurin here at Southeast. That's
Well,
gonna be a
that
first down.
that made up for negative yardage at that point, didn't it?
I think they have positive yardage now. Well, no, maybe not quite yet, but they're close. They're on their own 32.
Another handoff up the center this time.
That handoff isn't going to work. That was to number 2, Dom Bennett. I think he got about a -1 yard on that.
He did indeed. Tackle was by number 4 of the Seminoles. That's going to be
That's the same. That's
Javian McLaurin.
we just talked about Javen in the last talk. I might have to start counting tackles just for fun.
2nd and 12 for the Sailors. Drops back, looks right, throws deep.
That should be picked
Seminoles
off.
are covering. Pass is intended for number 13, that's Tyler Pack. He was covered quite well by 2 of the Seminoles, one of them being number
Isaiah
2,
Pettifer
Zion
and by
Bellamy
Zion Bellamy Bay. Both I have in class this year.
You have a lot of football players.
I have a
in
lot of
class
football
this
players
year.
in class.
It's going to be 3rd and 13. And motion is,
Well, we got a flag.
we got a flag. Looks like it's going to be on the Noles.
Did he actually make contact with him over the
He
line?
doesn't have to. He jumps cross line and causes one of the offensive people
To move, that's
to-
true. Yep.
it
And
is
so if they're watching, they're
it's
going to move.
encroachment.
Yep.
So, but it's still, it's going to be 3rd and 8 for the Sailors. They're now on 43-yard line. Snap, rolls right, throws right.
That should have
Almost
been intercepted.
Great play by the Noles. That was by number 3 of the Noles, Ty Warren Davis.
So that'll bring around 4th and about 8 from the Sailors' own 38-yard line about. Well, I'm going to change that to be the Sailors' own 36-yard line. And last punt, I realized he was backed up in his own end zone, but that one didn't go more than about 20 yards.
25 yards.
And so we'll see what happens this time around.
Snap. Hits the punt. This is going to be a little bit better. Ball is bounces.
Wow, what a
all the
great,
way down
what a
to
great Sailor roll.
the 18-yard line for the Sailors.
I mean, now, if we had instant replay, I'd like to go back, but it sure did look like that one Sailor actually bounced just slightly off of his foot. But we don't have the replay, and evidently the rest didn't see what I saw.
Well, and again, one of the things that we're dealing with is we have all this new equipment.
Oh, absolutely,
And
yeah.
one of the things that the audience is seeing that they didn't see for our game last time was we've got
A scoreboard.
We got a scoreboard
That's
on
right.
the screen.
And you'll notice even it's color matched, so they can take a look up there and they can see based on the colors of the jerseys, the colors of the scoreboard. We have to say again here that this whole program is entirely student run. What you see going on with the cameras out on the field, those are kids. What you're not seeing back in the background back here with the switching and choosing which cameras and so on and so forth, and the mic mixing, those are kids. The only adults around here are the ones that are really screwing up. That's you and me, Mike.
Are we messing up?
Well, we're not saying everything right. I know we're not.
No, but you know what's great this week?
What's that?
We can see the numbers on the jerseys
We
of the
surely
Seminoles.
can.
League sets. Snaps. He's looking left. Now he's looking down the center
That's going
field.
long.
He's got
It's a little bit too long for Kelvin Clark there. I mean, Kelvin has to. Kelvin is a tall boy, but he has to do a few more. Catch that.
well, yeah, just a little bit. He was covered on the play by number 3.
But I will say that better to be thrown a little bit long and not intercepted than throw short. So,
2nd and 10 for the Noles. Handoff around the left edge, trying to get some yardage. It only picks up about a yard.
Ryan didn't get that far. Ryan Pettifer, the ball carrier.
We haven't seen Chauncey yet tonight, have
We haven't. No.
Carrier for the Seminoles was Chris Thomas, who picks up
there
a
we go.
yard. That will make it
So we're looking
down
at
and 9
3rd
yards to go
and a
for Southeast
long
High School.
9.
Okay, so what bag of tricks do they have? We knew it was going to
Goes
be a
right,
pass.
looks
Oh,
right.
there. Oh, and it was
Overthrows
it was
his intended
thrown too
receiver.
high.
That was number 8, Calvin Washington. Not a good series for the Noles on that one.
Galen Washington was in the right place. I'm going to put that one on Malik. Malik overthrew that one. There was, I think Galen would have had the opportunity to catch and go.
So we're dealing with 4th and almost 10. Noles
From
are
their
gonna
own
be-
20, yeah.
Noles are going to punt.
Can you ask if
I
Hammer's
believe our punter is number 40.
That looks like number 40 to me.
That's going to be Terrence Gordon.
which?
It looks like he's kicking from his own, probably about 10-yard line. if
High
he,
snap,
gets it
brings
up.
it down, lets it go. Going to bounce. We're going to get a Seminole roll. Going to go over the 40-yard line, down to the 37-yard line. It was almost like, isn't that where
That's
the
prob- well,
Sailors
yeah.
just about punted from, took
Yeah.
us down to the 20, and now we've reversed it.
Well, you did notice, though, that the ball did hit the Seminole head on the way through that time.
Well, we did. Isn't the Seminole head beautiful?
Oh, they did a great job.
It's homecoming weekend. Now, 2 weeks ago when we played, it was senior night. And so the Seminole Head was out there in all of its glory. And now it's homecoming, and it's out there again in all of its glory. So the Sailors are coming out for their next series. They got a few yards on the last one after that horrible first series. And they lost 13 yards and 3 running plays.
It's time for our defense to go back up. Okay,
Lance
hand off to number
triple.
10.
Hands off to number 10. Bounces, gets out.
Looks like he gets about 8 yards on that end around. That would be TJ McKay, the ball carrier.
Just ask him.
And second,
Better and
and we're going to call it.
We're going to call it 2.
We'll call it 2.
Let's call it 2.
I believe it's 2.
2.
2.
2 and 2.
That would be 4. It's only 2. Anyway, jokes aside, let's get back to some football.
45-yard line. Hand off to McKay again. We've got a penalty that's going to blow the play dead. And it looks like it's going to be
Against the Sailors.
against the Sailors, probably.
That was the initial. It looks like legal procedure against the Sailors.
Going to be a 5-yard walk-off. That's going to take them back. You're going to have to pick up 7 for the first down. Takes them back to their 40-yard line. We're dealing with 4:27 left in the first quarter. You can see the Sailors are in pink socks.
Well,
Because
it
we
is
do-
breast cancer awareness month.
looks over the top, overthrows, intended receiver was number 24,
Jamal
Thompson. He had it. Triple overthrew him just a little bit because if they'd got it down, it would have been a first down. And now
Yeah, bobbled
we're
just a little bit
dealing
more, it would have been an interception. So, you know, it's like,
3rd and 7.
evidently they were getting some coaching from the sideline.
Triple's looking to check the play. Snap. Blitz.
A little toss out to
Option left.
number 2.
Going to be
Sailors.
close to the first down, but he's not going to make it.
Dom Bennett, ball
Lots of
carrier.
hard fighting on by
By some Seminoles.
Bennett.
Yeah, there's some number of Seminoles there. That makes 4th down and 3 yards. And Mike, what are you going to do if you're the Sailors?
I'm going to punt. It's still 0-0.
It is.
Or 0
Nothing
to
from
0.
nothing is nothing. Isn't there a song like that?
It could be, but
Oh, looks like they're going to go for it.
it looks like they are going to go for it.
Or maybe they're just trying to draw us off.
That's not triple out at the quarterback. No, that was
No, that was
Bennett.
that was going to be sort of a
they were trying
Mustang
to draw
kind
him
of
off
thing.
sides. But instead the Sailors called the second time out of the half for them. We've got one left.
It was a good try. Yeah. All I can
So-
say is we didn't fall for it. So
The war drums went
All day
today,
long.
all day long. That is
Yeah.
a decade old,
decades
old.
with plural. I know that
Tradition.
it can get a little loud there in the science one. I'm glad that I don't have the desks or the rooms right along that center walkway there. But I hear that Mr. Boudreau kind of enjoyed the fun.
We'll explain what that is in a second.
Well, it's a keeper.
Snap to Bennett. He gets around the left side.
He's going to get a first down.
Well, that's interesting. We've got a little bit of extracurricular activity
Yeah, they didn't
from
throw.
Mr. Bennett, but they did not
They
throw
didn't throw
a
any
penalty.
flags.
So explain to the audience what our war drums are for anybody that doesn't know.
Oh, they get out several drums. One of them is a real big bass
That would be
drum.
our band.
That would be our band, and they start at 7:15 in the morning, and they play basically a war chant kind of thing all day long until 7:15 at night, right before the game.
Just before the snap. Handoff,
Number 5, the ball carrier.
right side. Drives. Picks up about 4 yards, tackled by number 11 of the Seminoles. That's John, number 11. That is Arion Neri.
Yeah, Jarmel Holloway, the ball carrier from Sarasota. Well, what do you think, Mike? 2nd and 7, and looks like a pass to
Over
me.
the center, it's the same play that they tried to get the first down on.
Well, that time
this
it
time
worked.
they connected with it. Number 24 on the reception is Jamal Thompson. He's got a big chunk of yardage. Takes
That's gonna
the
take him
Sailors
down first
inside
and
the
goal.
10-yard line.
So come on,
That's the
defense.
play that they tried to run earlier with triple overthrowing the receiver, and this time he connected. And off to number 2 of the Sailors.
Well, it's a touchdown.
And a touchdown. Touchdown by Dom Bennett. That was a quick hit. Puts the Knowles down 6-0.
We still have 2 minutes left in the first quarter. How about that? I could not spit that out. Looks like they're not going to attempt a kick because they're going to try to go for the 2 points here.
As well they do.
And he just
Bennett
pretty
on
much
the out
Bennett walked right
and
through.
gets in. That makes converts the 2-point.
Okay, score here at Paul Meckley Field, John Kiker Memorial Stadium. Now, Seminoles 0, Taylor 8. I hate to say that, but while you guys are watching, basically, why don't you sign up there for some more information from SCTV? We keep all of our updates and broadcasts on social media at our website, and at our website, you can visit us at Facebook at facebook.com/SEHS Television. That gives you links to all of our programs, broadcasts. We're also on Instagram at SEHS Television. We've got some behind-the-scenes footage for you there. And of course, we have a website, sectv.news, finding all of our social media links. And if you follow us on this YouTube channel, you'll be notified when we go live.
Absolutely. And we've got 1,500 subscribers.
We are, Mike, I remember when we had not that many.
No.
It wasn't that long ago that we started that page. Ball
Returned
carrier,
by number
number
9 of the Seminoles. That's Calvin Clark, brings it out to about the 25-yard line. There seems to be
There's a yellow rag.
yellow flag in the middle of the field. It looks like it's going to be against the Noles. Usually that's blocking in the back or holding on a kickoff return. That's going to put the Noles down pretty deep in their own territory. Haven't gotten the signal yet. Nope, it's holding.
We have a block in the back against Southeast.
Going to take him back another 10 yards.
So that means it'll be
Takes them down to the 15-yard line. We started this game off just dynamically, both the offense and the defense, and it
We
seems
did.
like all of a sudden the Noles have gone.
now it's 1st and 10 from our own 15.
They've lost the energy.
It's like we're playing exactly opposite what we were at the beginning of this game, and we're down by 8 points right now. We can't do that.
And we're not even through the first quarter. 1:52 left. Noles are out. Let's see if they can't pick up the energy and get something going with this series. Man in motion, handoff.
Well, that wasn't.
That is not the way it's going to happen. Quick pitch to Calvin
I'm
Clark.
hoping that they're going to give him a lot of forward progress.
Well, they will give him forward progress. That's no question about that. But he lost a good 4 yards on that. So one of the sailors just.
Okay, so ball on the 11. That means it'll be 2nd down and 14.
4-yard loss.
13 yards to go for the
I
Seminoles.
don't understand why that.
It's like the Sailors have gotten a little more energy with that drive on their scoring drive. Malik looks left, throws left, quick screen. Going to pick up about 4 yards.
Yeah, we're close to
Reception
the
was
original
by
line of scrimmage.
number 5, Ryan Pettiford.
For a gain of 4 yards, setting up
Going to make it 3rd
third down
and
Okay, 3rd and 8.
3rd and 8.
I'm going to put the ball on 23-yard line.
Malik drops back. Under pressure, rolls right, manages to avoid it, looks down the field. He's going to take it himself, but he's not going to get to the first down. He's out at the 28-yard line. Tackle was by number 33 of the Sailors. That's Trey Bergrith.
What I hate to see, what I saw that I don't like seeing, is that when Malik got into a little trouble back there, it looked like all of the Southeast receivers just sort of stopped and looked to see what was going on, rather than trying to get open. And they had an opportunity there with a broken play. They might have gotten something out of it rather than just sitting back and watching.
Well, they did get a little bit out of it. I was incorrect. They did get a first down.
You were incorrect.
Well, I hate it when that happens. 26-yard line. Malik fakes the handoff, goes left. He's not going to gain anything. Well, didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He was tackled by number 8, Jalen Smith. Loss of at least, I'm going to guess that there's a loss of at least a yard there.
So they're talking about out there. So.
Well, now they're marching it forward. It looks like there is a penalty. And we can't see what it is.
We're going to go for a minute, so whenever they call another timeout, I'm going to go outside to say.
So we're dealing with a timeout,
So if you need to go do
or is
something.
that
That's the end of the quarter.
Ah, it's the end.
That's
of the
why
quarter.
he's walking that way.
That's why those.
Mike, we really need to go up there, go out and take a look at that clock every once in a while.
Yeah, we
wait,
should.
we have it right here. What are we talking about?
Yeah, you're the one that's got the direct eye.
Okay, it's my fault.
Oh, well, it certainly wasn't my fault.
Of course not.
Did we explain the war drums completely?
Yes, we did. So basically, it gives a different aspect. It's on the 28-yard line of the Seminoles right now. I believe it's going to be 2nd and 10. I don't see the. Actually, second and 10. That's correct.
We're gonna have to wipe everything. Take this order, and then we'll some
Ball is sitting on the Knowles 28-yard line. Snaps. Looks like we're going to get an illegal procedure on the Knowles. That's going to back us up another 5 yards. That's going to make it
So they
second and
they weren't
15.
watching their. Well, it was a big procedure. What was the? I wonder who moved.
Knowles are getting sloppy. We started the game off dynamically with both the offense and the defense.
We're moving the wrong direction now,
And
Mike.
now we're not. Very good. We're moving the wrong direction. 2nd and 15. We just started the second quarter.
Oh, wait,
Screen
so it's a
right,
quick one.
Bubble screen.
Nowhere to go.
We didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Tackle five for the Knowles. The tackle for the Sailors is number 13, Tyler Pack. Knowles have lost 2 yards on that play.
So
4
that's going to
yards
make it
on
about.
that play. That was considerably more.
That's going to make it about 3rd and 14, I believe.
14.
Are you using Zello? Yeah. Okay, I got it.
Malik looks right. The intended receiver was number 15 of the Knowles. That is
It's
Jason
Harrell.
Harrell Jr. Wasn't even looking for the ball.
I'm sure it was a timing play.
Miscommunication somehow with the Knowles, and that's going to make it 4th down. So the Knowles are going to have to punt the ball away again. Punter is number 44 for the Knowles. That
Still
is
David Valdez.
David Valdez. Hits it low.
I was going to give him a
Taken
run
by
back,
the
too.
Sailors. He's going to get some yardage around the right side, out to the 20, to the 15, steps out of bounds at the 15. That's number 2 of the Sailors. That's Zion Bellamy Bay. Nope, that's the Sailors. That's
David
no,
McClure
that
is
was
the.
Dom Bennett.
David McClure was the runner, the kickback runner.
Yes, Dom Bennett.
I don't know if there's some conversation going down there.
Gain on the play, however, there is a flag.
It's going to put the ball on
Back at the
the Sailors' 15-yard line, except that
where there will probably be
all the referees seem to be pointing.
Well, there is that
Now
yellow flag.
there, that's why they're pointing. There's a penalty flag. And again, usually it's either a block in the back on a return or a holding call. You're not going to get it on the 15. Haven't figured out yet where it's going to be marked. So if the penalty is right there, if it is holding, it's going to be 10 yards. Going to mark off against the Sailors. The Seminoles are going to get a break on that. That's a 10-yard penalty. That's holding. So it's going to be 1st and 10 on the Seminoles 43-yard line. All right, defense needs to step up here.
Yep.
That's one way to step up. Penetration by number 54 of the Knolls. That is Demarion Murray. That's what they needed.
That was great.
2-yard loss.
They get second down and 12.
He just beat his guy, his offensive lineman, to the snap. Got in the backfield and made the tackle. Man in motion, handoff to that man in motion. That's number 10.
And
TJ
he's going nowhere.
and he went nowhere. That's it, stepping up.
Brought
defense.
down by Cam Bartles. Haven't said that name for a while.
Another 2-yard loss for the Sailors. It's going to make it 3rd and 14. This is what we saw from the first defensive series for the Knolls. Way back in the beginning of the first quarter.
3rd down and 14 to go for the Sailors.
Rolls right, looks right, short throw, reception by number 13 of the Sailors. That's Tyler Pack.
Tyler Pack was wide open there. I will say that Tywan Davis was probably most responsible for getting
Stopped
out
him
of
at
bounds.
the 40-yard line. It's not going to be a
It's not gonna be
first
enough for a
down.
first
It's
down.
going to be 4th and 7. Sailors are going to have to punt it away. That was a little bit better of a series for the Knolls.
Sarasota now faces a
Don't have the punter on the screen, so we don't know who is punting.
they're in punt formation.
That is one disadvantage of not looking at of being in the studio.
Ball's going to bounce around. It's going to be a decent kick for the Sailors. Down to the 12-yard line is where the Knolls are going to start off this series. We've got 9 minutes left in the quarter, and it's still 8-zip. So it's time for the Seminoles. The defense stepped up. Time for the offense to step up too.
Well, we'd like to see that, Mike. I'd definitely like to see the offense come out and make a show. I mean, Malik's got some good tools out there. Chauncey Wilson, Isaiah Pettipier, Zion Bellamy Bay, Tywan Davis. There's a lot of talent there. Let's see them put together.
A lot of experience too. Hand off to Pettifer on the right side, but he's going to get hit for a loss. Tackle is by number 3 of the Sailors. That is DJ Wallace. And we're heading the wrong direction once again.
Yeah, that's going to take it back to the Seminole 10-yard line.
Are we missing Chauncey Wilson? And why? And we don't know why Chauncey's not out there tonight.
It sets up a 2nd and 12 for Southeastern.
That was a pretty major loss there.
Snap on the ground, picks it up, fires,
Number 8, the ball carrier now.
moves it around. Number 8 of the Seminoles,
Galen
Galen
Washington.
Washington. Nice pickup. That's going to be close to a first down.
Well, yep, they're
And
going
it
to move
is
the
a
chains.
first down.
So good, first down Seminoles. That puts it on the 33-yard line, just enough.
You know, you were mentioning weapons. They should be all weapons. These guys have been playing together for 3 years now, especially those wide receivers and Malik.
Yep.
Hand off to Pettifer, right side's not going to pick up anything.
You know,
Going to get stopped.
It's pretty much the same play they did just a little bit ago and lost 6 yards on. I think by now that they ought to realize that they have to put that one on the shelf for a little bit and try something else because that one's not working.
Tackle for the Sailors was by Pete Roden.
It's back to the 26.
Picked up nothing.
Oh, no, they lost 9 yards on this, so that makes it 2nd and 19. Uh-oh.
Pops it up in the air. Could have been intercepted. It was close. Tyler Pack was close to it. We got lucky on that one.
That's going to make it a 3rd and 19.
3rd down and 7.
No, I don't think so.
think
I think
you're right.
I think my numbers are wrong.
3rd
there.
and 7.
I thought
I was
he
going to
lost
say,
a lot,
I was
but,
looking at that.
Yeah,
going,
I'm trying to look at my
19?
numbers here.
Where did
but-
he get 19?
Yeah, their first down's on the 43. So, no, it's
Malik
not.
drops back,
37.
looks down the field, throws
No,
right.
man,
A
boom.
Good bullet. Receiver is number 9 of the Seminoles. That's Calvin
That'll be a
Clark.
first down.
That is good for a first down and then some.
That
Takes
brings
him
it to the
40-yard line.
Number 9, Calvin Clark is complete for another Southeast first down.
7:17 left in the quarter. Still plenty of time. Knowles need to get something on the board. Handoff.
Well, let's go another way this
Pettifer
time.
going left. Nice run.
He's only had
Good.
9 yards out of
Good
that one.
deceptive run.
Oh, that wasn't Ryan. That's number 3. That
was
would be Tywone Davis.
9 yards.
Takes it down close to the first down.
Number 14, Turner for the Sailors.
It just looks like all of a sudden now they're going to give him a first down.
Indicated that was a 10-yard gain by Chestnut.
I guess the ball is touching the 50, so
Handoff again to Warren. This time is stopped after less than a yard pickup. Tackled by number 3, DJ Wallace.
is that like a fly on a Seminoles head?
We're not mentioning flies on anybody's head.
I just had to throw that
Yeah,
out there.
I know,
I'm
I
sorry.
know.
I hope someone was out there in our listening audience to actually hear that.
Quick hit out. It's going to be a first down. Nice conception on the play. Number 40 of the Seminoles.
Number 14, the Sailor stopper, Ashton Turner.
Terrence Gordon, Southmore. Nice pickup. It's going to be 1st and 10 again. Now the Manoles are moving.
Better, I guess.
And we're going to do a water break?
We have a water break.
Well, it is pretty warm out there tonight. I mean, I was amazed. It was like 90 degrees just until a few minutes,
We had all that nice weather last week, and I think it kind of fooled us that we were going to get into our fall weather. And
Oh, no, it's not here yet.
no, it's not nowhere near yet.
No,
And
it's like,
speaking of weather, could you imagine be sitting
In Louisiana right now?
Louisiana right now.
oh man, it reminds me of what year was that?
2004. It was my first
We had
year down
4
here.
hurricanes that passed within just a few miles to the east of here, and I really feel for those folks down in Louisiana. Because this is number 3, number 4
This is
coming their
number
direction.
4 to hit Louisiana.
Now, the only benefit there is the other hurricanes have gone through and taken so much energy out of the water. The water is actually pretty cool, and it doesn't give this one,
Well, that's the view from
Delta,
It always
an
looks
opportunity to blow up like crazy. I hope.
Lake Wales got hit 4 times in a row that year, one right after another. Malik drops back, going to scramble a little bit, pulls up, throws
Nice tight pass to number 8. That would be Calvin Clark.
another first down for the Knowles, takes it down to the 22-yard line.
Jalen Washington for another.
Well, I'll say that Malik is effective in that short little bullet pass.
Malik's starting to look like he's getting his act together in this last part of this quarter. He was looking really weak at the end of the first and beginning of this quarter. Handoff.
Uh-oh.
Off, ball's on the ground again. This time we're going to get it back.
Tywone Davis keeps a hold, gets a hold of it. But that's
gonna
going
be
to
a
make
big
second.
loss.
And, I'm not going to say tomorrow, but I'm
No,
going to say
that's a
it's,
good 12, 13-yard loss, though, for the Knowles.
Yeah, that's going to make it 22 yards. Second and 22.
Well, that could
kinda
end
hurts.
some momentum.
offense right there.
Let's see what the Knowles are going to come up with here. Obviously, we're going to see a pass. Rolls right. Throws
That's a real-
deep.
oh, he's going way deep. He's going way deep.
Never had a chance.
No.
And it looks like he's going to pull up a little bit of a hamstring. That's number 9 of the Knowles. That's Calvin Clark. We can't afford to lose him.
Well, it looks like he got stepped on a little bit there, but the trouble is that they're both looking at the ball. They're not looking at the feet. They're not trying, and
Southeast is
It was a nice idea.
5-yard line of the Sailors facing a 3rd down and 22 to go situation.
That's kind of nice listening to them change that. The cameras are a little small because if we're quiet, we can actually hear what's going on in the control room.
Malik rolls right. Throws it. It's not going to be a first down. It's going to be a considerable gain. It's to number 8. It's to Galvin Washington, but it's not going to be anywhere near a first down. It's going to be short by 10 yards.
Setting up 4th down.
Looks like Malik wants to go for it, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Oh, is that 26 that I saw coming out
I
there?
saw 26
Carlos
come.
Aragon, our place kicker.
He's going to try to get a field goal for the Noles. He's got the leg.
He does have the
I
leg to do
don't
this.
know if he's hit one this long year. This is going to
be about 40
a
yards.
40-yard attempt. Apparently, the Noles are short on linemen.
Yeah, Carlos is calling for a timeout, so they must have.
And a timeout.
They must have set it up so that he wasn't ready, and
Another score.
we don't. If he's going to try to kick a 40-yarder, we need to
Finds in the second
make sure
quarter.
everything is as good as possible for him to do that defensive-wise.
So I moved down here to get away from the cold and snow of Chicago.
Oh, you got away from the cold.
And I got away from the cold and snow.
I thought you said you were going to try to get away from the cold and rain
No.
of Chicago.
No, the snow. And our first week of school, my first week of school here at Southeast High School, teaching, and Mr. Mike Horn, our principal at the time,
Yep.
he came on the PA system on Thursday and said, "We're having a hurricane day tomorrow, so nobody come to school." And I looked at all the kids and I said, "I know what a snow day is.
Right.
What is a hurricane day?" And they all laughed at me, and Carlos
It's
hits
up.
it. Have no idea if it made it. And it doesn't. Everybody on the other team is waving it off. Doesn't look like he made it. And that was Charlie.
That was Charlie.
Yeah, it was Charlie.
And we dodged one on that one.
We
I'll tell you
dodged
what.
a huge one, but I'm going to tell you, these people didn't, or Sarasota didn't.
Port Charlotte.
Port
had
Charlotte,
it,
Charlotte,
Yeah, that was down. That was bad
they
down that
were
way.
devastated. Every school down there in Charlotte County was damaged to some degree. And Charlie wasn't that big of a storm. It was just a very powerful storm.
Yep.
So that's going to turn the ball over to the Sailors. We've got 3:43 left in the quarter. Handoff, right side. Little trickery going on. Number 2, Zion Bellam.
Nope. Let's go to the right side. That'd be Don Bennett.
I keep going to the wrong side.
That's right. What you got to do is you got to switch them. That way you'll keep going to the right side.
And that would be the right side.
That would be the right side.
Yes, it would. There's no gain on the play.
That makes second and 10.
That makes it 2nd and 10. Ball sitting on the 23-yard line. No idea what the Sailors are doing right now, trying to get a play.
Well, they're
And
evidently
they have
talking.
a play now. Looks like encroachment by the Noles. Yep, they're backing up.
I guess if you just wait long enough, the Seminoles want to go, huh?
5-yard penalty,
That'll make it 2nd and 5.
and that will put the ball on the 27-yard line.
This is a reminder that we need to have the person driving a blue Chevy Capri with Dallas on the front. You need to report to them at this time.
Triple bucks out his play, takes play, handoff, dead
Uh-oh.
center, ball's out.
Did we get this
Did
one?
the Seminoles get it? It looks
It
like
sure
the
looks like
Seminoles
it.
have picked
We're
it.
gonna get it.
Got this one. Ball was
Who is that masked man?
number 11.
That's what it looks like. That would be Arian Neri.
That is a huge break as we're coming to the end of the first half. Let's see if the Noles can get the ball in the end zone this time.
But we still got 2 minutes and 45 seconds to play in the first half here. So, first and 10 from the Seminole 23-yard line.
Snapped in a leak. Looks down the field.
Going all the way.
Going all the way. Beautiful throw and catch.
To the 1 yard
Didn't
line.
get
Number
in.
5. That's
This was
Ryan Pettifer.
Number 9.
Is that number 9? Oh, it is number 9. I'm sorry. Kelvin Clark. I'm going to take it away from Pettifer and give it to Clark.
Give it to Clark. He was defended on that play by DJ Wallace, but Wallace is obviously a much shorter individual. Clark runs, well, we don't have the heights.
He is pretty tall.
He's easily over 6 foot.
He is pretty tall.
And that's what it took it in.
At least when I stand up next to him, I look up to him.
Handoff.
That's number
And
7,
that's
the ball
going to
carrier.
be a touchdown for the Seminoles.
That would
that was
be
quick.
to
That was done very
Chauncey
quickly.
Wilson.
Well, there's Chauncey.
Chauncey comes in, makes a touchdown. How about that? Maybe they should put him in more often.
I believe they just should think about it.
Okay, well that makes it 8-6 right now. 2:20 left in the first half of play. Are we gonna go for 2? No, Carlos
we're not gonna
Aragon's
go
out
for
there
2. Carlos is out there. When you know you're going to get a solid 1 from Carlos.
You know, I was
and
out
it's
there.
only at the end of the first half.
It's up.
Its snap is up. Good.
Yep.
And it's good. Well, that's one way to come back at the end of the half.
Carlos came in my classroom on Tuesday. We were talking for a while because I had him last year for class. I hadn't seen him like this year. It was nice to get in touch with him. And he said he's pretty happy with his kicking right now. And
He's kicking a lot better with a lot more distance and a lot more accuracy than he was last year. You know, when we beat Bayshore, 52 points scored. That's an awful lot of extra points.
That's right.
Plus kickoffs, and he's sending the ball a lot deeper. His leg seems to be a lot stronger this year than it was last year.
Billy's going to get a chance to put you on here.
Once again, if you have not already subscribed to the SETV YouTube, do that.
Oh man, do that right now while we're waiting for the kickoff.
Yeah, if you're sitting here
We
watching
we don't want them to go to like our Facebook page or our Instagram page right now because they're watching the football game.
I wonder how many people are watching the football game.
That's a very good question.
Don't you have your
My stats?
phony thingy?
It's not phony. It's real.
There's Carlos. Hits
Nice
it
kick.
into the end zone. That's exactly what we were talking about. He's got a lot more leg this year than he has in the past. Last year he would have never put it through the end zone.
No. And so that's going to give the Sailors 1st and 10 from their own 20. And that's good. This is where we started the very first half with. Started the very first quarter with. About this position, and then we managed to just walk the Sailors backwards from there. So let's do that again.
Let's do that again. You know, and then we shot our own foot with those 2 fumbles.
But we got one back.
In the Sailors.
We got one of them back.
No, not at the beginning of the game we didn't.
No, but our score is from their fumble. So we got one back. Let's get another one.
Triplets gets the ball up. It's not triple.
That was a real low snap.
That was a
Dom.
number 6.
Dom,
that was Anthony Peralta.
Dom Bennett, the ball carrier there.
Nope. We're going to get a loss.
About a yard.
It'll be 2nd and 11. Ball is sitting on the 19-yard line.
That's all the quarterback.
Triple. We're going to screen right.
That's over to Dom Bennett.
We're going to have a
And Dom
penalty.
Bennett's not
It's
going to
going
go
to be
anyplace.
it's going to be a blocking penalty of some sort on the Sailors.
deep in their territory, so this is going to walk them back.
Yep, we're going to back them up again. This is the way we started the game. Now let's
You
see
know
if
what?
we
Let's
can
see if we
continue.
can finish the first half this way. I like this. Still have 1:32 left in the first half of play here at John Kiker Memorial. Paul
Blocking
Meckley
penalty on. Blocking below the belt.
Yep.
Going to get,
They're going to.
the Knolls are going to turn it down.
That's right. They're going to take that down. Absolutely. This makes it third and a ways. They got it to 20, so it looks like third and 14.
Handoff up the middle. It's going to be stopped by the Knolls after only a couple of
He
yards.
doesn't make it back to the original line of scrimmage.
Tackled by number 19 of the Knolls. It's going to be nobody. I don't have a 19.
Oh, let me check my sheet. You know what? I don't either.
So that's going to be
Like pulling down too hard or something on the camera.
4th down.
From their own 19-yard line.
Yeah.
11 to go.
Somebody must have called timeout.
We got a minute 13 in the first half of play. And while we're here, then let me remind our folks where they can look for us. Facebook page is at facebook.com/SEHS Television. Instagram is at SEHS Television. And SCTV News, SCTV.news is our website.
And there are links, I believe, on SCTP News to all of our,
I think
all
there
of
is.
our
So you're
sites,
saying they should go to SCTV.news?
and that you may be able to find it.
Okay. It's not hard. SCTV.news.
Looks like are they going to go for it?
Well,
It is a
that,
4th down. Now there seems to be confusion. Confusion on our part
I'm not sure.
because it's 4th and 11.
Sarasota has called this time out that is
Well, no, I think confusion on their part. I got a feeling they took a timeout. And yes, they only had one timeout left, so they took a timeout.
Well, it doesn't make any sense because they're,
We've
you know,
got
the
two
clock is not
timeouts.
going to run. It's a minute 14. Clock is not going to run until
It's
the
not,
next
it's
snap.
not, yeah. But they were coming out to run a play.
Yeah, on
4th and 11
At the
from their own
19
19
from
yard
their own
line.
19-yard line.
That does not seem like a winning proposition to me. Looks like the figures
now
out
it
this time.
looks like they're going to punt.
Chestnut is back deep for the Seminoles.
Knowles came after it, didn't get it. Still going to be a short punt. It's going to hit around the 29-yard line. Rolls out to the 35. The Knowles have got plenty of time. This could be good stuff going into the half.
So it looks like first 10 from the Knowles 35.
We've still got a full minute. That was 14 seconds. That was a 14-second punt.
1 minute and 3 seconds remaining on the clock. They will have first and 10 on the Sailor 35-yard line.
See what the Knowles can do. If nothing else, get Chauncey inside field goal range.
what seems to work is that quick little bullet pass. They've made great progress with that. Let's see if they want to do that again.
Looking down the field, under pressure,
Well,
rolls
he's
right.
got time. He's fast. Oh, he's going to carry it for a
And
first
he's gonna
down.
carry it for a first down. Gets out
I don't
of
think
bounds.
I don't think they're going to mark it. I think they're going to mark it just a little bit short of the flag, or the marker.
He got almost 10 though, and more importantly, got out of bounds so he didn't have to waste a timeout. I
But-
believe the Knowles have got 2 timeouts left.
It looks like it's going to be second and 1, if that much.
Snaps. What's the left?
He's looking
Goes
over.
down
There they
the
go.
field. Hits, no, didn't get out of bounds though.
Take a timeout. Take a timeout. Well, they got to move the chains here, but let's go ahead and take a timeout.
We've got a hurt Noel on the field.
Another receiver. And I can't pick up the number.
That's because he's still down on the field, blocked by everybody on the.
Oh, JK is down there, so JK is taking care of it.
Yeah. That's going to be a first down. It's going to take it to the 13-yard line. We've still got plenty of time. 44 seconds left in the quarter, left in the half.
Trainer, John Carr.
So I'm marking on the 14.
I want to say that it was number 8, Galen Washington, that's down on the field. I don't see him in that huddle on the screen.
No, and he's been a pretty
He's
been a big target over there.
44 seconds remaining in the first half of action.
Yeah, after the half is
So homecoming in the age of COVID, we have 1/4 of the normal participants watching that we normally have. I was down by the concession stand, and they're selling basically wrapped candies, sodas, and you can buy a Chick-fil-A sandwich, but that's it. You can't get any of the cool stuff like the French fries they used to have, or the popcorn you used to have. That's all gone.
Well, and of course, the concession stand works as a fundraiser for a number of
that's
the
right.
organizations here at Southeast. In fact, does not swimming.
We have taken over nights in the concession stand when I swim tournament to come down and run the stand. This year, they're asking more for volunteers from faculty and the staff here at Southeast. We've had pretty good response. We have 44 seconds left to play in the second quarter. What should I say, the first half?
All right, not anymore. Yeah.
Split left, 3 split right.
Good. Oh, that was too much.
Go over here to Kelvin Park.
Actually, it's fine. It's fine. Just leave it.
Boom. There it is.
To the left.
Should have
Not
been.
even close. Underthrew him.
I don't know. He
Coverage.
seemed to be mixed up between Kelvin Clark and whoever was over there. Number 17 looks like Kevin Johnson. And he sort of threw it right between the two of them, like he couldn't make up his mind. I don't know. But it didn't take up much time. We still have 40 seconds to go as we're sitting on the 13-yard line, the 14-yard line. The Sailors.
We don't need an interception at this point
No, that would be
because
bad.
Chauncey's got enough of a leg probably to get this. At least a field goal has become.
No, Aragon, yes. There you
There we
go.
go again.
There-
Almost
oh,
intercepted.
man, that should have been intercepted.
Not even close.
Playing it to Kelvin Clark again. This time, I think if the ball would have been a little bit higher, he probably would have scored it. 6 points there.
Off the hands of number 3 for the Sailors. That's DJ
But
Wallace.
you're right.
And we
We're
got
in,
lucky that wasn't an interception and a long return.
we're in Carlos's range. We want to make sure that Carlos Aragon gets a chance, if they can't put this in the end zone, gets a chance to kick it, because we're definitely in his range.
Those are 2 bad passes by Malik. Let's see if we can get his third one to be a good one.
Throws
Throw
out to the
short,
right.
5-yard pickup. It's going to be 4th and 5. Reception is by number 17 of the Knolls. That's Kevin Johnson.
That's probably going to bring Carlos Aragon out. 3 points will put us ahead.
Carlos is out there. We are looking at a 25-yard field goal. See if Carlos can get this one.
It's up.
Snaps up. Kicks up.
And it's
And
not
no
good.
good.
It's off to the right. That's not good.
Oh, thank God. The first half is over.
We've still got, and that's the end of the first half.
Well, that is the end of the first half. How about that? It's a good game. 8 Sailors, 7 Southeast Seminoles. You know what? Want to take a short break?
I think we're going to take a short break.
Let's take a short break.
You're watching SETV, Southeast High School Television, in our broadcast of the Southeast Sailors that got 8 and the Knolls that have got 7. A homecoming at Southeast High School. We'll be back. We're going to leave you alone during the halftime, and then we'll come back at the end of the half and we'll see if we can get the Knowles to win this game.
I
in the
like that
second
idea.
half. Okay.
We'll push them into it.
All right.
All right, folks. Talk to you in a little bit.
Yeah, I'll take him. I took him last time too.
Homecoming 2020, like many other things, has been a little bit different and a little bit unusual. With that in mind, we were unable to have the traditional Southeast High School homecoming pep rally. It has been an honor for me to come back to the game this evening and to be a part of the festivities here this evening. And at this time, we would like to.
I'm gonna let them know that you're taking over now.
Famous traditional Southeast Seminole cheers called "Give Me a Color Cheer."
For camera
Years
two,
ago in the
Andrew
gym,
is
it
switching.
started like
Andrew
this.
is switching.
The freshmen were assigned the color orange, and everybody would holler from the freshman class, orange, or excuse me, the seniors would be given the color orange, and they would say orange, orange, orange. The juniors were assigned the color blue, and they would holler blue, blue, blue. The sophomores were given the color gray, and they would holler gray, gray, gray. And finally, all the freshmen would holler that last Southeast Seminole color, which was white, white, white. So what we want to do this evening is hear it from everybody in the crowd, not just one class, not just the sophomores, not just the freshmen, not just the juniors and the seniors, but all Southeast Seminoles who have ever been a part of the tradition of a Southeast Seminole homecoming. Let's all stand up and let's give me a color cheer. Are you ready? Hit it! Orange, 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 orange. Blue, 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 blue. Gray, 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 gray. White, 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 white. Orange, blue, gray, white. You could have a little round of applause for yourselves after that. All right, let's try it one more time. We usually do it to see which group is the loudest.
I'm doing it
But
this
since we're all doing it together, last time for the 2020 homecoming, everybody up and let's hear it. For the Southeast Seminole 2020 homecoming, give me a color cheer. Ready? Hit it. Orange, 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 orange. Gray, 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 gray. White, 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 blue, gray, white. Congratulations, Southeast Seminole fans!
What are you supposed to be getting? I guess I'll get them. Oh my god, it's so tilted.
It was tilted the whole time.
Yeah,
I
it's
feel
been-
like it's slowly bending throughout for some
It's
reason.
just so bad.
No, this one needs to be slightly higher. Until it's down and going down.
Which side?
This one needs to be a little higher or
Higher?
that one lower. Because you can tell this one is lower and it goes like. It's going down.
Yeah, I don't know about that. the hair?
The orange?
Yeah. Oh shoot, I never turned it off.
Pretty good.
Yeah, we're good. Dude, I used the megaphone for the color chant.
Did you turn it up?
Yeah, I turned it up all the way.
Good.
I'm good. I swear. Huh?
I can record this. Right?
You can record things?
Yeah, look. Hello?
That's kind of cool. That's how they do that.
I only have the bar open.
What doesn't?
Background is Oh, my kick came from? I almost got yelled at for losing. If anybody asked, I had this the whole time. Okay?
Yeah, of course. It was just, it wasn't here and then it was just,
No, I left it up as a press box.
it just appeared. Like, I don't know where it came from.
Yeah, no, it was here the whole time.
Oh, was it?
It was setting up in the head.
Okay, yeah, I was.
I just said, so safe.
Yeah. That's all megaphones do. You get through it up.
It's kind of fancy.
There you go. Yeah,
I did a setup and now I walk around.
walk around. Yeah. But I have a duty. I don't know. Probably not. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. I'm undecided. I'll run this here and see how it goes.
Could you do me a favor? Can you go and grab my water? No.
Okay. That TV line pack. You didn't have that?
I'm telling you, it's real, man. It's real. Just straight to the front of the line. For anything you want. Food.
I'm not less reliable than RJ. You're a joke. Actually, okay, I don't have a comeback for that. Maybe that. Leading the guy to the pretty bad. Oh,
Well,
getting
make small talk was like trying to run a camera is stressful.
well, you don't have to worry
Because
about
I
it.
don't know what I'm doing.
I mean, it seems pretty straightforward for this camera. Just like have everybody in shot.
Yeah, but they never took me, so I don't know what I was doing wrong.
No, they should do that.
It's mostly one and right.
Does Caleb Freeman still go here?
Who?
Caleb? Hey, where she doesn't go here? Yeah.
I'm pretty sure she does.
I haven't seen her in any of my classes, and I heard the rumor that like, she wasn't going.
Oh, then I don't know. Maybe she did.
Oh, we got a minute.
That was really
Well, we're back. I want to welcome you, Mr. Miner, to School Board Representative Mr. Miner. He's here in the studio to talk a little bit about some of the things that are going on with the school board, maybe talk a little bit about football. Mr. Miner, what's going on down at the school board these days?
Well, there's a lot, and it's focused upon student safety and achievement, of course. And every board member is very sensitive to the fact that with this virus going around, that's number one priority. And I think that most people around the state, believe that Manatee's doing as good a job as any district in the state, and we're proud of that. We're trying to improve the arrangement, for students with their teachers. I have heard from so many teachers that the 3 options are wearing them out, and if they decide to take leave and we don't have the teachers, then we're not going to get much education.
Mr. Miner, those that are teaching 3 options, yes, it's wearing us out. But for all of us, I can say that with the school year requirements that we have now, so on and so forth, I think all the teachers are tired.
Yes.
But one thing I will say, and I'd like you to hear this, is I have been so incredibly impressed by our kids and how they've taken this on. I know most of the teachers are very, very worried about how the kids are going to behave with masks, how the kids are going to. They have been absolutely incredible.
Good.
And I don't think I speak for just Southeast. I think I can say all the schools are saying that in a lot of ways the kids quite often are better than the adults are.
Well, it's not. That's. I can understand that. And sometimes I've encountered situations where, gee whiz, I wish the parents could take some tips from their kids about proper protocols and behavior, but it's a reflection significantly because of the training that our great teachers have imposed, or not imposed, but inspired the students to observe. And that's a tribute to everyone in the schools, and we do have great teachers and great administrators in the school, and we're very, very, very proud of what we have there. So I salute Southeast. It's a real privilege to be here on homecoming night, and I think we're looking good out there, and it's time to sink some sailors out there.
I like that
half.
idea. One more quick question, and I know that a lot of people are asking this, and I see a lot of talk about this, and the effect that a lot of what's been going on in our schools recently might affect the millage down the road. Because I know that that millage is a very, very good thing for Manatee County.
Absolutely.
What can you say? What have you heard? What do you know?
Well, I think you appreciate. I was basically the not inspiration, but the leader of getting its approval.
Yes, sir. I know. That's why I asked.
And I think it's. I got inspired by it when I was at a luncheon honoring the finest principals in the state of Florida. And the one from Manatee, we had a nominee for of the year for the state. Was sitting next to me, and he got the award, and that was in May up in Disney World. 3 months later, he was working for Sarasota because they offered him something like $15,000 more. And I said, "This is nonsense. We recruit good people, we train them, and then they go across the university. We have to be competitive with Sarasota." And the good people of Manatee were respond and say, yes, we're going to have the same, taxing arrangement as Sarasota. And now it's just the big opposite. People realize this is a great community to live and teach, and when we can, match their salaries or even exceed them, teachers and administrators are saying we're going to stay in Manatee, and some are saying we're going to go to Manatee. So the citizens of Manatee should be applauded for approving that millage, and it's going to come up in another year and a half, and I think they'll look at it favorably because of the great results it is shown in our schools.
I will say that we are starting to get better teachers as new teachers here in Manatee County than we have before. I've got 3 new teachers in my department.
Wonderful.
They're good. Yeah. They're very, very good. And it used to be that I couldn't say that. Manatee was never the top of the pick for a lot of these people that were coming out of the colleges. we're getting good candidates now, and that's helping. And
Thank
so, and that if the millage has something to do with that, I'm sure it does.
Yeah.
Then we need to keep that,
Yeah.
just so that we have the opportunity to continue to do this in the future.
Right. Well, better schools make a better community to live in, invest, to teach in, to work in, and having reasonable compensation for all of the employees, which this one mill approval did, has inspired our community. I think most people have said yes, it does make a big difference, as I see and you see, and I think that during the time we've had it, people are coming to appreciate it. And I hope that when it comes up, they'll give it the consideration that it needs.
Well, we're getting ready for the second quarter here. Mr. Miner, you want to do some color commentary, and I'll do my best to try to
I'll tell
do
you
the
what.
play-by-play?
Well, I can stay around for a couple more minutes, but I'm supposed to visit some other school.
Well, you
But
know what?
this-
There's other schools out there that, that
but this is
need your
homecoming,
attention
isn't
too.
it?
This is homecoming here
Yes,
at Southeast.
that's right. So we're getting ready for the kickoff here, and we have kicked it very deep here. It's going down to about the 10-yard line, and
Good call, and he's going to
yeah, we
fall
got him.
down.
Yeah,
And there's a piece of yellow cotton out there on the
Right.
field too. Number
And-
32, the ball carrier. That would have been Tyler Boyer. What did you see there, Mr. Miner?
well, I saw the sailors weren't able to sail very far, about 5 yards.
Their sail got pulled down, you're
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Okay.
I got 5 yards, and it's a good position for us on that kickoff, and that's a real tribute to the coaches and the teams. And they're going back further
wow,
now
now
because
they're going to. There's
it
got to
looks
be a
like-
holding or a block in the back there or
yes,
something.
sir,
I
it
didn't
looks
see
like
the sign.
the sailors are going to be starting from about what the
Their own
7-yard
their
line.
own 8-yard line. That's,
8-yard line. And that's good, and now if we can stop them there, we'll be in a good position to score another touchdown or to at least get a field goal. I thought at the end of the half, that field goal attempt by us went through, and I was celebrating on the sidelines, but then I said, I guess not. And I guess
Well,
it was just the angle I
you
was
know what,
looking
Carlos? Carlos is a good kicker. He'll get some more opportunities for
Yeah.
that, I'm pretty sure.
at. Okay, here's they're going back. They're trying to, they're almost, whoa, this guy is a speedster.
Okay, well that's their quarterback, Chappelle.
Yeah.
Looks like he's going to carry it for about 13 yards and a first down for the Sailors. Mr. Miner, you're talking about pulling the wind out of their sails. They need to do that.
No, we didn't there. We'll corner him in the next play. So
Okay.
I'm sending in a secret defensive play to, set him back. We'll see if it works.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Well,
And
let's
San-
see if,
Sanders gets the next.
Let's see if Watchdog Miner's defensive play is the key to this
Okay.
game.
It's called tackle him quick.
Tackle him quick. I like that. I like that. And you know what? I'd say that worked pretty well there, Mr. Miner.
They didn't get that far. Okay. It's a great team, and the Southeast community, does a lot to provide to promote their teams, support their teams, and this is a great high school. I think that the parents involved appreciate it, the opportunities that their children have to attend just a first-rate, terrific high school with terrific faculty like yourself, man.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
I know whoops, I should have sent in another play.
There you should have. That's Jamil Thompson receiving for Sarasota.
Okay.
And he's going to take it down,
28, 27?
27-yard line southeast. And that was actually a well-crafted play, I have to say.
Yeah.
That was a very well-crafted fake handoff that just gave him just enough time to throw down there into the slot. I love saying that.
Yeah.
And well, we see the results. So it's 1st and 10 for Sarasota now on the southeast 27.
Well, we used to build Wealthcraft here. It should have been to our advantage.
That's right. I
Yes.
agree.
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
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 That isn't good.
Well, we're just going to carry it to the end zone. That
Mr.
would be number
Miner.
2.
Yes.
Why did you let that touchdown
John
happen?
Bennett. Yes.
I must have blinked too much.
You think
Yeah.
so?
I would
I think-
understand if it was
yeah.
another team from here in Manatee County,
Yeah.
because of course you'd be supporting
Yeah,
both of
Sarasota,
them.
they
They're from
said.
Sarasota. We can't do this. We can't let this happen.
They're a bunch of swabbies. I'm a Marine. Okay.
Semper Fi.
Yeah, Semper
Dave,
Fi.
thanks again
So-
for joining
It
us.
was
It's
great
always a
talking
pleasure.
Hey,
to
thanks
you,
for
Mr.
letting
Minor.
me join you. And I'll hand this back.
Well, you know what? Just go ahead and give it to
Oh.
the gals on the way out there,
Okay.
and
And they'll unplug me.
they'll
Okay.
unplug you.
Take care.
All right,
Okay,
sir.
thanks a lot.
Thank
Take
you.
care.
Take
Yeah,
care.
Great
Bye bye.
job, guys.
Good luck with everything that you're doing, sir.
Okay, thank you. Let's-
Okay, well, that's going to make it 14-7 right now, Sailors, with 10:21 to go in the third quarter. And Mike,
Why
you
did
were
you
elected
why did you let that happen while I was not talking?
because it wasn't my fault. I was deep in conversation with Mr. Minor, and we had already talked about pulling the wind out of their sails. And and he put in that secret play that said tackle him fast. It worked really, really good, but he forgot to do it again. And I forgot to remind him to do it again.
There you go.
And so I'm going to take the fault for that. Okay.
We can't blame a school board member.
No, I'm going to take the fault for that because I know where my bread is buttered.
So we're looking at 14-7.
That's what we're looking at.
That's okay. It's still early.
You know what? It's a lead by 7. We, one touchdown. We're a fast team. We can come back real quick on that. And so my suggestion is throw fast, throw long, make a touchdown. How about that?
Kickoff is down to the 10-yard line, taken by number 8 of the Seminoles. Cuts back. He's going to get dropped at the 20.
Well, he ran a lot to get not that many yards. I will say that.
Galen Washington was on the return for the Noles. All right. That touchdown
Sorry.
for the Sailors took a grand total of 1 minute and 38 seconds. Not a good way to start the second half. But let's see if the Seminoles can come out and do the same thing.
Well, no, I just concerned the Seminoles had it for a really, really long time and tie the score. If the Sailors are going to operate that fast, let's just keep the ball out of their hands.
Ryan Pettifer joins Malik in the backfield. Snap, handoff to Ryan. He's going to be dropped in the backfield after a 3-yard loss. Not a good way to start the second half.
Was made, and ball carrier there is number 5, Thomas.
I mean, 2nd and 13.
Or it could even be 14.
You know what? It could be.
Yes, it could.
I'd have to get my meter stick out and take a look at it.
Your meter stick. How can you get a meter stick to measure yards?
A meter's 39 inches. So it's just,
Quick hit, throws it at his feet. Intended receiver was number 3, Tyrone Davis. Malik just threw it at his feet.
well, that's going to make it 3rd with 13,
14.
14. Let's put it this way. They got to get to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, they got a long way to go.
Okay, so 3rd and whatever to the 30-yard line. How about that? And the suspense is building.
It must. Is it windy out there? I see a lot of stuff flying around. Looks down the field.
Okay, well, we're going long. We're
throws
going
it
long.
long,
And it's
and
intercepted.
it is
Oh!
almost intercepted. Intended receiver was number 9 for the Seminoles. That's going to be Calvin Clark.
Broken up by T.J. McKay.
T.J. McKay. TJ's a good athlete. He's done a number of things tonight.
He has. I could have sworn he would have brought that ball down. So, give it a little bit to Kelvin for wrestling that ball back out of his arms, I think. So that makes it 4th down.
It's going to be 4th down. Noles are going to have to punt. Not a good start to the second half.
And the trouble is they're punting from their own 17-yard line. So that puts the punter back there about the 5 to give his kick.
David Valdez for the Seminoles.
Whoa,
Fake.
look out, look out.
And no good.
Well, that
looked
was
like-
a nice try.
It looked like the snow Seminoles were trying a little bit of razzle dazzle.
There is a yellow marker out there. Okay, we can hope.
Wasn't even close to any of the Knolls, knocked down by one of the sailors.
No, we can hope for. We'll see what we got a.
We
we got a
pass
call
inter-
against the
we got
Sailors.
pass interference. That's going to be a first down. Unlike the pros, it's not going to go to where the foul occurred.
No, but
It's
it will
going to be
take
a
it 10 yards or
15
15 yards.
15-yard penalty and first down. Knolls catch a break.
What's going on?
Okay, let's see where they're going to mark it. So the line of scrimmage was actually about the 14. No, I'm sorry, it was about the 17-yard line, if I remember right.
The referees are conferring over something.
It's hard to do both at the same time.
Okay, so here comes the walk-off. Going to take it to the 32-yard line.
Should be an automatic first down. It's not going to take them past the line of intent, but it should give the Knolls a first down, as it does.
Well, actually, they had to make it to the 30, so it did get them past the spot where they had to go anyway.
At their own 32-yard line.
Sticks are moved. Knolls get a new fresh set of downs.
First down, Seminoles.
I wonder if she watches it all.
I don't know.
I doubt it.
She knows this, Mike. She doesn't need to listen to us.
By the way, while you were talking to Dave, I checked the Tampa Bay game.
Yeah?
We're down 1-0 to the Yankees in the middle of the fifth.
Okay, well, now you've heard it here. First on Southeast TV. Well, maybe they heard it first on
They
the
probably
actual
were
game,
watching the
but-
game and not watching us.
Why would anyone do that?
Handoff on the right side.
That's the Pettifer,
Shoots
I believe.
around. Stopped by number 2.
No, that wasn't Pettifer. That was
Tom Bennett.
Ty Warren Davis, the ball carrier.
Now, I guess we should have talked to Coach so we get some idea of what's going on, but we've got,
Well, Chauncey
is
Wilson.
Chauncey's in the backfield
Chauncey
right now.
Wilson is in now. Second down, about 7 to go.
He somehow must have ended up in the doghouse or hurt or something. Reception by,
Quick catch by number 8, Galen Washington.
going to be close to the first down. It's going to be short. Going to be third and, looks like 2.
Okay, we'll call it 2.
For the Seminoles at their
It's 2.
41-yard line.
2.
This game brought to you by no. Oh, we are in education, folks, so.
Seems to be some confusion.
Okay, here we go.
Backfield.
They're down.
Now there's
Good to
something
go.
you don't see often. Malik under center, hands it off.
And that's to Chauncey
That
Wilson.
was Chauncey Wilson.
And I think he had enough. We're going to see where they mark it.
They never took him down. Good drive of his legs, pushing him forward. Let's see if he
Well,
got the first down.
He's telling them to move the stakes. So looks to
First
me like
down
it's going to be a
Seminoles.
first down. Seminoles, ball marked on the 44-yard line, southeast.
Wait, maybe not. I don't know. I can't record that.
Are they going to do a measurement? Oh no, we have an injured sailor on the field.
Never want to record an injury because they had like
So tell me,
record like a broken bone or something.
homecoming week. Obviously, there's no dance. You talked to me.
No, and like I said, they should have had a virtual dance. I think it would have been fun. They do this like Zoom meeting kind of thing. Someone plays some music in the background. They all get up and dance in front of their. You could watch whoever you wanted to watch. Wouldn't it? Because that's what you do at the dance.
Well,
right?
explain to me what they did with the pep assembly today.
Well, we did have virtual pep rally. It was kind of cool. Basically, SGA got together and we actually remember that dino whatever thing where they would go out and they swing around, they catch the balls and the clothes baskets, and there's a whole bunch of them out there, and they swing them around. They did one of those. It was a lot of fun. So there was a few games going on. I don't think they tried to color cheer, and of course the freshmen weren't here to hear the normal welcoming.
Tell them what the normal welcoming is.
Well, as long as I've been here, for 17 years, When they did the color cheer, that was a big thing back when Paul Meckley used to do it. You know, the seniors would yell orange, and the juniors would yell blue, and sophomores would yell gray, and the freshmen were supposed to yell white. But all the other classes basically, as loud as they could, booed them. And while we've seen that's not that great, you know, it's definitely a southeast rite of passage. Can you call it hazing? Yeah, maybe a little bit.
A little bit.
But you know what? They will tell you that they can't wait for the next set of freshmen to come along to do it for them. And so it's become a southeast tradition, good or bad. And well,
Hand off to Wilson.
I should be quiet and see how Jonathan Wilson does.
Running backwards. He had originally gotten about 3 yards. There's a little snippiness going on in the field. He had gotten a
they're gonna give him
3
that
yard.
3
Are they
yards,
going to
I
give
think.
him the 3 yards, or did he run back on his own? He ran back on his own.
So basically, marked to the original ball of scrimmage, the original ball
Line.
line of scrimmage. The ball marked on the line of scrimmage. I can talk here.
Should
maybe.
not a physics teacher know what a line is?
I do know what a line is. Shortest just between 2 points.
Second down. Hand off to
Pettifer.
Pettifer. Pettifer is going to get about 2 yards before he's driven back. Tackle by, turn the body,
Sarasota.
by number 3 of Sarasota. That's DJ Wallace.
Okay, so third about 8 from the 47, let's say.
Netted him a gain of 2 yards.
This is interesting. Malik has not been underneath center
No, he had only one
hardly
player,
at all,
2 players.
all year. Now, we don't know what he was doing
Well-
in the away games because we weren't there, but he's doing almost this whole series underneath center. Handoff, fakes the handoff, rolls to the left, short throws, not going to be good enough for the first down. Reception for the Knowles is by number 11. That's Arian Neri.
No, that's one of those, you got to know where you are. And
Well, Arian's not really a receiver for us. He's a defensive player.
what did they mark it back on the 48 for?
Maybe he did not catch the ball. I
Maybe
didn't see a referee wave it off, but apparently
Oh, well,
that's
that
what
makes
happened.
it 4th down. That means that David Valdez gets an opportunity to kick and give us a really nice position there in.
Not very high, but line drive. It's going to go down past the 10, inside the 10.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Beautiful.
5-yard
Gonna be
line.
down to the 5-yard line. Great job by Valdez. This is
As I said, it's we're now into his range where he's pretty consistent as far as how far he kicks it, and we can't ask for better than putting him back on the 5-yard line. That's going to put a lot of pressure on the Sailors and on Lance Trippel, their quarterback.
well. Now the defense needs to step up and hold him there.
We know they can do it. We've seen them do it today.
We've seen
So
them do it.
let's hope
2
that
weeks
the
ago.
Should I get the other team?
the Southeast defense that's out there is the Southeast defense that played 3 weeks ago and 2 weeks ago. Yeah, one thing I've noticed, Mike, is these masks get really hot, really fast. when
They
we're
do.
talking. Yeah, when you're sitting there talking to your class, you're sitting here talking to the microphone. And I'm trying to do the best I can to maintain these mask rules, even though we're in a wide open studio and it's only you and me, and it's probably not a problem. But they do
And we're
get hot
more
pretty
than 6
fast.
feet apart.
And we are more than 6 feet apart. And I know that the coronavirus has a ruler.
Well, we're not going to get into the politics of the mask,
No, we're not.
but they are there.
Okay, from his own end
Drops
zone.
back, comes up. Excellent pass. Caught by number 22 of the Sailors. That's Wes Freeman.
That's a nice reception. That's 26-yard, 27-yard reception. Puts it Sailors onto their own, it looks like 37-yard line. And
We
first
didn't
down.
keep them down back with their
We
backs
did
up
not.
against their end zone very long, did we?
We did not.
snap triple, hand off, scrambles right. Going to pick up about 5-6 yards. Number 2 for the Sailors. Next on Bennett.
Oh,
Now we
got a rag
now
out there.
We got a rag on the field.
And that was
After
late.
the play.
That was
after
way
the
late.
play, which means that there
There's
must have been something not going on. Very
Sportsman,
nice.
an unsportsmanlike contact someplace. Let's see who.
And here comes the white cap. Well, he's just unsportsmanlike conduct
Against
the
Southeast.
Knolls.
I guess both of them, they basically offset penalties.
So we're going to
Here's the
play
play
second
over.
down again.
You know, I think we ought to play second down again.
I think we should.
Must have been a little bit of talk going on there between the Seminoles and the Sailors.
2nd and 6 for the Sailors.
I got Tom Brady really upset with his center last night.
It's so hard to see where the white
Really?
cap is.
After the play, there's a snap to triple. Hand up, it's going to be short. Pickup of about 3. Once again, that is Bennett on the run. Knowles stopped him, still 2 yards left. Going to be 3rd and 2. Yeah, after the play, his center went up to one of the Bears and butted him with the helmet.
Oh, man.
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
Yep.
Just as the as Tampa was starting to drive.
Yep. I understand. I don't understand.
Don't
I guess
understand.
there's good guys on both sides.
Hand off. Down the left end. He's going to
Well, he's going to make the
barely
first down,
make
but
it.
not by much.
Once again, that's Bennett on
Well,
the run.
we do have a piece of yellow out here
Made the
again.
corner. We got a penalty against the Sailors.
That's going to take them back from their first down.
Going to be a holding call, I'll bet. Holding against the Sailors.
Well,
That's
that
going
takes
to
them
take
back
away
10
their
yards.
first down.
And so we now have 3rd and 12 instead of first and go. So 3rd, 12 from the 35.
We got a break on that.
Yes, we did.
Cripples being joined in the backfield by Jalen Smith. Checking for the play. Seems to be some confusion on their sideline.
Oh, we got to be getting close to a delay of game here.
And that would be why Sarasota has called a timeout.
So we have 3 minutes and 25 seconds left in the 3rd quarter here at Paul Meckley Field. And right now the Sailors are ahead 14-7. And the Sailors are slowly moving forward, but right now they're 3rd and 12 yards to go, down pretty deep into their territory.
We talked about this last week, and there are a number of procedures in place to protect people from the COVID-19. One of them is that we can't have full stands anymore.
That's right.
Until
One
the
quarter.
whole thing.
Yeah.
But the other thing is you also can't buy tickets at the gate.
Nope.
As you come.
Nope.
Do you know how to do that?
Well, you go to someplace online.
Would it be the school's website?
Well, yeah, I think they do that. I'm not positive.
Or if you want to come to the game and you're not sure, just call the school's front desk, 741-3366, and they can direct you to what you got to do.
Or
That is double reverse. The
that's,
Seminoles had
gonna
him
be a
nailed,
first
and then he
down.
cut back, reversed his field, and is still fighting for
And
another
he gets
yard.
that on 39, Seminole 39. That'll be first
Great
down.
run by number 10, T.J. McKay. McKay is just tearing things up out there.
There's an injury.
The Knolls had him. They had him dead to rights in the backfield. Would have been a 4-yard loss. He reversed his field, went around the left side. The containment on the right side of Knowles' defense was not there.
Looks like we have a player down.
Yeah.
Of course, it's not in our screen, so.
Anyway, the injury's not really in frame, so I think it should be.
Looks like a Knoll.
Number 7. That would have been Chauncey Wilson.
No.
No, I'm sorry. Is that number 3?
Yes, it is.
Ty Warren Davis.
But it looks like he's okay.
And it wasn't number 3. It was number 9. That would have been Calvin Clark. So third time is the charm.
And
He's going to have to sit. He's going to have to sit
come
off
off
the play.
for at least one play. And we have a penalty that's going to call back
Wow.
that great run,
Wow.
and it takes him all the way back to the 25-yard line. That would be illegal block.
So it looks like now it's going to be 3rd down and 27 yards.
This quarter's going a lot quicker. We're down to 3:10. And what do we got? 3rd and what?
Like 27 or 28 yards.
You want to say yesterday, today, tomorrow?
Sure, it would be probably yesterday. It's not last week yet, but it's close to yesterday.
Snap to triple. He steps back, screen over the center. Missed his intended receiver.
His
Number
intended
20,
receiver wasn't even looking at it.
number 24, Jamal Thompson. He's the one that caught that long pass at the in the second quarter.
And that'll bring on the punt team.
So it's going to be 4th down and long.
And from what we've seen so far, long is not a description of their punts.
Finally got a number on their kicker, on their punter. That Matt Freedom is back there.
Oh, thank you. I shouldn't say bad things like his punts haven't been that long.
Well, they
Now we
have
know
it.
his name.
He had one good one.
Well, that one looks like
And-
it's probably pretty good. Well, maybe not. We'll see.
Taken by the Knowles.
Number 3.
Good run. Going to break left. Good return.
Wow, down to the Sailor 22-yard line. That
Returned by
was Ty Warren Davis.
Davis. Nice return. Just about the thing that the Knowles could use here.
Yep. Yeah, I'll tell you, I'm marking on the 25.
All right, 25-yard line. Knowles are down, 14-7. We need to get this into a tie before we can get into the lead.
You know, that would be a good idea.
Doesn't that make sense?
Yeah, you know what? I think that's the way it works, Mike. 2 minutes 36 seconds left to go in the quarter.
Going to take it himself around the corner, makes the corner, driven out of bounds.
Well, there's a
I think
flag.
we're going to have a blocking penalty on the
Yeah,
Knowles.
I think so too.
Huggins on a carry around the corner.
That's one.
It's going to drive him back at least 10 yards. I don't think it was holding. Could be an illegal block in the back. No, I was incorrect. It was holding 10 yards from the point of the
From the
foul.
point of infraction. So that means now it's going to be marked on the 30. Looks like 2nd down and 15.
I think it's
No, still going to be first down, isn't it?
Still first down, yeah, because they took the penalty.
What the heck? Where'd the ball even go?
No, that's Ryan Pettit there.
Nice pickup.
You got down to what, 21, 22-yard line?
Huggins to Chris.
Are you doing stats over there?
No, what I'm doing is I'm trying to keep track of where the balls are, so that just in case the referee thinks
Yeah. We need to hire a stat guy.
that would be nice. But I do know that there's been 2 fumbles. For
2nd and 7 for the Knowles.
Yep. Uh-oh.
Delay game. Legal procedure. Didn't see it. And we're dealing with the legal procedure. It's going to move it back another 5 yards.
Yeah,
it's going to
we're-
make it 2nd and 11
We
or
were
12.
at 2nd
12.
and at 6. It looks so nice.
Down and 12 for the Seminoles.
Now it's going to be 2nd and 12.
Things are starting to get a little sloppy with penalties on both sides. Stabbed in the leak. He looks down the field. Flares it right. Gets it out to
Brian Pettifer.
Pettifer. Pettifer's
And
fight does
he
not
doesn't
want to go
fall
down.
Looks like he carried it back to
Took it
about
to the 25.
We'll see where they mark it. They'll make it 3rd down.
What's going on with the band?
And they got to get down to the 15, so 3rd and 10 now. Boom. They're on 20. From the 25.
Well, they're not really moving forward. They need to move forward.
Well, this is where they started this drive at.
And the pass long down the field in the end zone.
Oh, I thought
Incomplete.
I thought somebody come down with it. But
It looked like for a second like the Sailor
yeah.
defender came down with
Yeah.
it. His helmet popped off. He was defended by number 10. That's
So-
T.J. McKay again.
4th down. And about 13 yards.
Well, I do not believe that. Oh, we're going to go for a field goal. That's a long way. That's 40 yards. Let's see if Carlos has got the leg. Nope.
Another sign.
And
Okay,
Just
well,
a
we still
little
got
bit
30
longer.
seconds left to go. We'll turn it over on downs.
a little bit longer than he's got.
30 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. There'll be now Stellar 1st and 10 from that same line of scrimmage. It could have been the 27, I believe. No, they're on the 25. That's what I had.
Not much left to the quarter. Still 14-7. Not a whole lot of offense being generated by either team at this point of the half. It's actually a slow half. And Knowles are passing a lot, but not getting a whole lot of completions.
Okay, first 10 from 23. It's Sailors.
Triple out in his backfield. Snap. Handoff. Right. Going to pick up about 3. He's number 2.
Dom.
Once again, Dom Bennett. Pick up of about 3. It's going to make it 2nd and 7. And let's see. I believe that's going to be the end of last play. Of
I
the
think it
3rd
probably will
quarter.
be.
Sailors don't seem to be in any hurry to get a playoff. And so we're going to come to the end of the 3rd quarter.
Walk around to the other side.
Going to walk to the other side. That's going to be Sailors 14, Knowles 7.
Oh, shall we remind them of where they can look for us? Basically, sectv.news, right? I mean, that's got all the information.
Yes, it does.
You know, why would they want to go anyplace else?
I don't know. Well, there are other things too. There's pictures there, and there's explanations of what's going on.
Do they talk about our world championship?
in our
We'll actually be
we
getting
don't
the,
have world champions.
I'm sorry, do we talk
We
about our
have
national
You
championship?
mean all 7 of them?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yes.
Too late.
There is mention of that. There's some pictures of the kids. It shows, and there are even pictures of the technicians. You know, the technicians get seen so little. And I wish that I don't know if there are any pictures of this beautiful brand new set.
You know,
the hard thing was.
Well, they
just as
saw
all the
us a
new
little bit ago.
all of the new equipment and the new set and everything was coming in last March, everything got shut down.
Right.
So they weren't able to get anything going and finished and completed and up and running. That's why some of what we're doing here is still kind of guesswork. Hand off around the right end. He's trying to make the corner. Doesn't make the corner.
Dumb.
Taken away. Let's see. He's taken away by number 3 of Davis of the Seminoles. They must have counted him down. You can see in the background we've got The
A band. We do have a band.
And we don't get to hear the ambient, but I'll bet you get to hear the band playing.
I'll bet you do.
There's no marching season going on this year.
No, there's not. So,
But they're in the end zone. They are social distancing, and obviously they gave the Taylor ball carrier, held him down.
third down, handoff number 10.
Going to get dropped
And
in the
he's not going to go
backfield.
anywhere. He's going to get dropped back around the original line of scrimmage for this drive.
Dropped by number 6, Cam Bartles. Ball carrier for them was T.J. McKay. That guy's all over the place. He's on offense. He's on defense.
Yep.
He returns kicks and punts.
So it's at the 23-yard line?
I don't know. They haven't put up the yard mark. Downs mark.
I just want to put the ball down, and I believe it's fourth down and 10.
Fourth down and 10.
Yeah, right there.
And we're going to get a kick, a punt.
Bro, whose ball is it?
Let's see if the Knowles are not going to rush. We're going to try a return. Ball's in the air, comes down
Fair catch
at
ball.
the 48-yard line of the Seminoles. Ball was received by number 3 of the Knowles, Tywarren Davis. Here we go. Beginning
There
of
we
the
go.
fourth quarter. Knowles have to get something going.
We're down by 7. You know, that's not. We knew it was going to be a close game. I mean, we said that at the very beginning, based on what we'd seen in both of the records, and I know that the Sailors are feeling that they really, really want to come back strong after a couple of not so good games.
Sailors have got a larger school population than we do.
Yes, they do.
You know, there are only in Sarasota 3 high schools, and all 3 of them are large. We have
seven.
7.
Yeah.
We have 7 in Manatee.
Well, Malik's going to keep the ball
Malik
himself.
in the corner. Run option there. He's going to get out to the 45,
Yeah, they're going to give him 7 yards on
about
it.
the 45-yard line.
Taking the Knowles to a second down and 4 yards to go.
I guess
Maybe
I call
we
it the
just need,
46.
you know, we've got so much speed, and I'm sure that they've got some speed too, but we've just got so much speed, and we're not taking advantage of it. There's Malik, kind of watches it.
Well, he's going to walk it out to the 48-yard line,
Only
or
picked up-
44-yard line.
Only picked up a yard or 2.
Well, they need to get down to the 42. Move their spin. So this will be and 2 yards. But there must have been some hanky-panky going on
Yeah,
there.
I believe we've got a penalty going on.
Because that's when I
And
put it
that's
back
going
to
to be
them.
a big bat. Let's see what
Whoa.
the referee has to say. They already gave the signal, and I did not see it. But it was a big one. It was 15 yards, and here we go. Second and long. Snap to Malik. He's going to look down the field. Short throw over the head of Davis.
Yeah, but it looks like Davis stopped short. And I'm not quite sure when you know that you've got 20-some yards.
Yeah, but if the pass pattern is a hitch where he just runs out, stops, turns around, that means Malik did overthrew it.
Okay.
Is that okay?
That's fine, but I know Mr. Davis is sort of shaking his head down like he missed his route.
Never mind.
We can see that now because we have this great
Never mind.
view of the
Malik's
game.
on a scramble, far right.
Uh-oh.
Going to throw it out of bounds.
Well, they're going to throw a flag on that one. There was no one close.
No, they're not going to throw a flag on it because he was
Outside of the pocket?
outside of the tackles and he got it past the line of scrimmage.
Okay.
So it's not intentional grounding. The rule is the same for high school, college, and pros.
Well, thank you for that.
I occasionally pay attention to what the referees are doing.
That penalty was on the Southeast Seminoles.
Okay, but that signal was for an eligible receiver.
Down call.
It was not for intentional grounding.
and very long.
Means that one of the Seminoles linemen got farther downfield than 3 yards.
So
So now you can say it. It is
tomorrow. In fact, it might be
4th
next
down
week.
and a long.
It's a long, long way.
Now it's 4th down, so it must have been
They must have lost it down.
lost it
That's
down.
it. Wow, that one hurt.
Long time.
Oh, nice bounce.
Good coverage by the Noles.
They're going to let it.
That's number 23 for the Noles. That is Deshaun Johnson.
They're going to
Back
let
down
it
there.
roll down to from the Sailor 37. Well, we'll start a new set of downs. Let's call it 38.
Time for the Noles to step up and get some defense. You know, we've had a turnover. One in
You
the
won,
first half.
but we capitalized on it.
And we capitalized on it. But we
But that's
need
the
to
only
get-
points we have. So
we
let's
need
get
to
another
get
turnover
more.
and capitalize on it. I mean, so far this game, every time we received a turnover, we capitalized on it.
All one.
What? No, don't say it that way.
All one. Is that better? Now, the Noles jumped off the sides. Encroachment. Encroachment's on number 4, Jevian McLaren.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
5-yard walk-off. Not a good way to start a defensive series. With 9:38 left in the fourth quarter, Noles have to get something going here to get the ball back. Triple checks. Straight up the center. That's not triple quarterbacking.
No, it depends where they mark it, whether they're going to give the first down or not. It's close. But I think
Ball
they
was
are.
run by number 2, and that's Don Bennett
Yep.
again.
They're going to tell them it's first down. So that's going to be on the 48-yard line. The Sailors.
Getting tired of saying it, but the defense needs to step up and get a stop right away.
That's right.
This isn't like the pros where they can score in a minute and a half. Deep, Bennett again, left side,
Oh,
good
nice
run,
jump.
8-yard line, brought down after an 8-yard pickup by the Noles. Number 6 on the tackles, Cam Bartles. But it looks like the Sailors are going to try to run this,
Called me on Zello.
eat up some clock.
Like, Mrs. Clark, and she said hello. I was like, what? Why is Miss Clark saying hello to me?
8:42 left in the game.
Who's online right now? Okay.
Triple's not quarterbacking anymore. This is this is Bennett. Over his head. Got it. Good stop by the Noles.
Well, that'll take it back to the 48-yard line where they started this.
Tackle by J.V. McLaurin. Makes it 3rd and 10. That's a thing that we needed to see. Now we need to capitalize on it.
And how would they capitalize on it?
Capital One.
Capital One.
Oh, wait a minute. That was a commercial.
What's in your wallet?
That's a commercial. We can't do that.
You can't do that?
No.
No one's listening to it.
No, they haven't. What do you mean no one's listening?
Okay, one person.
We had after that, with that Bayshore game, we
Yeah.
had almost 1,000 hits.
Did we?
Yes.
Oh, they're listening to us, Mike. They're
Well, I
listening
don't
from
think
everywhere.
they're listening to us now.
Ooh,
Oh.
there we go, a sack. That's what we need.
64 of the Noles. Once again, we don't have anybody that's
Well,
64.
we do have a 54, and I think that was 54, and that would be Sawyer Titus.
Okay, let's give it to him.
And you know what? That makes it 4th down. And I don't know, what, 16?
So it's Sailors are going to have to turn it over. Let's hope that we can get something out of this. Oh, I'm on YouTube.
Are you?
There are 53 people watching this game,
That's pretty cool.
and we haven't chased them away yet.
That's uh-oh. Wow, that was dangerous.
That was dangerous, and we got very lucky on that.
So it'll be our ball in R23.
Taken by Tywarren Davis.
That was dangerous as they get.
Dangerous.
I guess I'm going to have to call him Tywarren Dangerous in class.
Another Seminole and football player in class.
Actually, I may not have Tywarren. I do have Brian, but I may not have Tywarren.
Well, don't you know who you have in class by now?
I do, but I was just thinking of the day. I think it was a couple years ago I had Tywarren.
Malik goes up the middle.
Brought down by number 14 from the Sailors. That would
Pick
be
up
Ashton
about
Turner.
5. They could just get a bunch of 5-yard
Yeah, that's all it takes.
gains. 6 yards
Yeah, that's all it takes.
on every one. You have to think about getting this game tied up. Warren Davis is still in the backfield with Malik. Looks to the left. Rose left. The short string. Ball's out.
Well, he's going to recover it.
Was a reception. Reception by Jason Harrell. The Sailors managed to pop it out as he was trying to get additional yardage. Unfortunately, Jason fell on the ball, and we don't have the first down. It's 3rd and 1. Hand off to Davis. He gets
That'll
around
do
the
it.
outside corner. Going to get the first down. Tackled by number 24, Jamal Thompson.
We have 5:37 left in the game, folks.
We need to try. Looks like there's a Sailor down on the ground.
6 seconds remaining in tonight's 2020 homecoming game. The score remains 14 for the Sailors and 7 for the Seminoles.
Well, I think I will check to see if the Tampa Bay Rays are ahead of.
You just want to see how many people are listening to us, don't you?
No, I just got rid of YouTube.
Okay.
Close, bro.
I want to see what the Rays are doing.
Okay. Everybody says.
Like, take me, please.
Tampa Bay Rays.
The Rays are tied with the Yankees 1-1 at the end of the 6th.
Did you guys hear that?
I would
Siri's
hope
got,
so.
Siri's
Put
got
up-
all the answers. And Siri, who won the Stanley Cup?
That would be that would be the Tampa Bay Lightning. You see, we're going to get spoiled here. The Lightning win. The Rays
win.
are having a good series against
We
the
got Tom
Yankees.
Brady now in
We got Tom Brady.
Tampa.
Although
Think about this in the middle of a
and the Gronk.
my Bears did beat.
They're deadbeat.
Did
They're
beat
deadbeats.
the Rays.
Okay.
Now that doesn't mean that I don't root for the Rays. It's a lot easier now that we have Tom Brady there.
Right. And the Gronk. Can't be all Tom Brady.
Why not?
Because he's got Gronk.
Have to admit though that Brady last night was missing a couple of his key weapons in the wide receiver corps.
And he's getting older. Okay, what you say? Well, that was an interesting.
Option.
Not
Up
up. Well, that's going to
up
take
the
us up
center.
about 4 yards. Call it 2nd and 6. From the 45.
Huggins keeps the ball on the pass play and picks up 7 yards to make it 3 yards to make it 2nd down and 7.
Passing the 5-minute mark
With
left in the game.
remaining in the
Those
game.
are going to have to get their act together here. You know, we haven't had.
A tie game? It's
No,
not.
we haven't had.
Uh-oh. Did he catch
Did
it?
he catch it? Apparently not. Applause by number 10 on the defense, TJ McKay. Looks like it's incomplete pass. It's going to make it 3rd and 6. We haven't had that huge play
No, we have not.
that we're used to seeing out of the Noles. We've tried a couple of them, but they didn't get long pass, not complete. We had a long run, but it got called back on a penalty.
Well, that will take it. Good enough. All we had to do is get to the 49 to move the chains.
Harrell on the reception, tackled by number 33, Trey Burgraff.
Oh, but we had to get that other 49, I think. That means it's 4th down and 1 to go.
I bet the Noles are going to have to go for it at this juncture. We're under 5 minutes. We can't give the ball away.
No, I agree.
So on the 50-yard line, and
Well.
the Noles are going to get their first down. Davis just keeps driving and driving. Now first down and then some. That was an important play. And let's see if we can keep it up. See another sailor down on the ground. Going to be a timeout. And what should we talk about during the timeout?
I think they need a water break. What do you think?
Well, no, they've got an injured player.
I know.
We missed the water. Did we miss the water?
Yeah,
break?
I think they need some water.
Well,
Hydrate.
They're
Hydrate,
allowed to
hydrate.
hydrate. They can
I
do
know
it
they
now.
should be hydrating right there.
I mean, it's not
You know,
like they come over to the sideline and the coach goes, "Don't give them water." They
No,
hydrate during
Of course
this time.
they would. And see, there's some right there. And see how important that is. I know as a coach how important water is to the body for an athlete.
And none of the players can touch the bottle.
That's right, because of COVID.
And the only ones that can fill those bottles are designated individuals.
I'm taking
That's
your
pretty interesting. I did not know
into
that.
consideration.
Yep.
Well, I'll tell you what. No matter what you say, as I told Watchdog, I'm pretty proud of the way our kids are acting on this, and I am surprised at how low our transmission rate here is within the school
I am
system.
too. I check the newspaper. I check Bradenton Herald frequently, almost daily, to see what kind of transmission rate we got, how many people. Hand off to Davis. Davis in the center is going to pick up about a yard before a mass of Sailors. They never did get him down to the ground, but a mass of Sailors stopped him after about a 1-yard pickup. The Seminole, we only have here at Southeast 3 infections
Yep.
and a small number, like maybe 20
Yep.
of transmissions. Harold, good on the reception. No, he didn't catch it. Ball must have hit the ground after he
There's
did.
a flag.
Is there a flag out there?
there
Yes,
is,
I
sir.
see it. Let's see what it is. Usually it's a holding call. It's on
Usually it
a
is,
pass.
and holding
And holding is what the gentleman is signaling.
against Southeast.
And it's going to walk off 10 yards for the Noles.
Well,
Actually, the statistic I saw in the newspaper today was that there have been 81 infections detected in the entire county.
Okay. In the school system or the county?
In the entire county, school system. No,
Yeah.
no, not everybody, just the school.
Okay.
Schools, the kids and the adults that are involved with it.
And that's low. That is,
I consider that low. I think that's probably got something to do with the quality of the teachers and their understanding of what has to happen,
Oh,
and
yeah.
the students responding to it.
I am impressed by my students. I said that to Watchdog Minor. My students have done a real bang-up job in doing what's right.
Yeah, stay on me. That's what I'm talking about.
So that was a 10-yard walk-off.
So it's going to be about 19 yards. Call it 3rd and 19.
Not something they needed here.
Well, I guess I'm sorry.
3:28
Call it
left
2nd and 19.
left in the game. Ball sitting on the 44-yard line. Snap to Malik. Fades left, looks down the field, over the center, almost an interception. Just
Well-
didn't lift it far enough.
Jamal Thompson could have walked that one away.
He very well could have. Unfortunately, he dropped it.
They'll bring up 3rd down, well, I won't say tomorrow, but it is much later tonight.
Sorry. Just
Looks like about 11, 21.
21.
Bueno. Bien.
I think it's
3rd
actually
and
19,
21.
But it's a long way.
We are in 4-down territory.
Okay,
Malik
well, we're
lifts it
going
up
for
in
the
the
end
air.
zone.
Oh no!
Did that go
Wide
right
open,
past his hand?
right through his hands. Intended receiver was
Galen
Galen
Washington.
Washington, and it just the touchdown right through his hands.
Well, it's homecoming.
You know, and Galen has always been a rock solid receiver for the Knowles. That one
It's
got let
homecoming.
down.
You know, anything can happen in homecoming. But 3:17 left. We have time.
Now it's 4th and long, and I would imagine the Sailors are going to be going into some sort of defense.
Okay, well,
Well,
we'll get.
What do we get here? Timeout Knowles.
Well, I believe that's the first time out the nose this half. And
That is the first time.
Well, I think we're just about getting down to it. They have to pick up 21 yards here, or we're going to probably wrap this one up and give it to the Sailors.
well, I don't know.
3:15 left.
21 yards, or if you count on their defense, we know their defense is good. We still have three minutes.
That looks good.
I think that
Yes.
I really think that Valdez could put it down within the 5-yard line.
The Seminoles are home the next two weekends.
Yeah, big game.
Friday, big ones. Braden River next Friday, and the following weekend is Palmetto. We will not be covering it.
No, we will not.
So if you want to come in and root for the Seminoles,
Get your ticket now.
get your ticket now. Go online to the school district's website or give a call to the main operator for the Southeast High School at 741-3366. I know. Did he make up for it?
No, it's interception.
Yeah, it's probably, even though we've got 3 minutes left, is just about going to do it.
That could be, I'm not going to say the last nail in the coffin, but that is a nail. Now,
There's that McKay
honestly,
kid again. He's
honestly,
the one with the interception.
that's what we could have pretty much expected with the punt. So it's not a real negative right now. I think probably the
Except for
punt
amount of
would have
time
pushed
that
it
we've
back
got
a little
going
bit.
on.
Well, we still got 3 minutes.
Okay.
And,
You
know,
sound very positive, Mr.
I'm
Brooks.
going to be the optimist. I'm going to tell them to put in Dave Minor's play right now.
Dave Minor has a play?
Yeah, he said tackle and foul.
Okay. We're wasting our time.
That's right.
We should have him sitting here calling this game.
That's right.
Oh, can you move the leg a little bit? Okay, wait, no.
Okay, so 1st and 10 on the Sarasota 18. Stop him. Don't let him run like that. Whoa,
We've
there's
got a
flag.
penalty. Ball carrier was number 13. Tyler Pack.
It's such an awkward
Looks
shot.
like he picked up about 8 yards on that.
No, that's usually where a hold happens. So let's see what they're going to call it.
It needs to go up. You see, it's crooked. Wait, hand. Give me after we're
Looking
off.
for the referee. There he is.
And it's a hold, and it's a hold against the Sailors. Going to be a 10-yard mark off
I
from
don't know.
the point of the infraction. But you know that what's going to happen here is the Sailors are just going to try to run clock.
Yep.
Now that backup helps quite a bit. That backs them up to about the 15-yard line.
Yep.
That'll help. But we're going to have to go quickly here. I don't know. It looks like, according to the scoreboard, Knowles still have two timeouts. Considerable loss on that play.
Get off me so I can fix the leg.
Ball carrier for the Sailors is still down on one knee.
That was
Looks like number 12. Going to be Jeremy Hayes. Loss of
Are we still on me?
a lot. It's like about 6 yards.
Yeah, it looks like now 2nd and 15.
Oh, I can't see the ball because of that.
Under 2 minutes.
Here's the handoff. Good center.
Keep going, keep going. That's good. Okay.
Knowles needs to
47.
try to strip the ball.
We still have timeouts. Come on, guys.
Ball carrier was number 2, Tom Bennett. Pick up just a couple of yards, but
Okay,
they're
so
working
147.
on 147. Now I don't know if we're accurate as far as the number of timeouts. Well, apparently it
just
looks
took a
like
timeout.
it. We're going to have one left.
So it'll be 3rd and 15
Crap, I did something wrong.
And then they're going to
from their 13.
I think I can't focus on the wake out this.
If we can hold them,
kick.
they will probably kick, and their kicker has not demonstrated greatness tonight.
Well, and we haven't had the typical southeast return.
No, we have not.
Maybe we'll get something to go in here, but we're going to get the ball back. We're going to get the ball back with probably a minute and a
minute.
half, minute and 15. Because we're going to be able to, as soon as this play runs, we're going to call timeout.
I'm proud of that.
We're going to get the ball without any timeouts. And then we're just going to have to
You heard it here, folks. Michael Sanders is here.
hand up. Gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Ball carriers once again, number 10, TJ McKay.
Okay.
Immediately took the Knowles call timeout.
Yep.
Called their final timeout of the game. Sarasota into a 4th and 15.
Okay, so
And then it's going to be the Knowles.
are they going to punt or are they going to?
Well, no, they'll punt. They're not going to turn it over on downs on the 12-yard line.
Well, they'll turn over on downs on the 30-yard line if they punt. You didn't hear that from me, folks.
But let's see if the Knowles are going to put some pressure on this kick.
I'd love to see a block punt right there without blocking the punter.
No, they can block the punter if they block the punt.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot!
Nobody came after it, but they didn't get it.
Keep missing those.
Okay.
Ball's going to go. It's going to land.
Okay, so we have 129 to go. We have 30.5 yards to the end zone.
Is the wake out?
And Malik's got the arm.
He certainly
He's got
does.
he's got the receiving core. They can take care of this. But I would imagine we've got Galvin Clark, we've got Galen Washington as our primary receivers. They're both taller than the defensive backs of the Sailors. Let's see what we can get going here. Goes left.
Here we go for it already.
Gonna go out of bounds. 8-yard
Okay,
line.
there we go. 18-yard line.
Washington on the reception. We don't have to go deep. We've got plenty of time if we can snap those
That's right.
quick hits off on the outside, minute 21.
So that puts it on the 20-yard line. First and 10. It's good to move the chains. How come we didn't move the chains?
They're in the process of doing it. Rolls right this time, same thing. Fouls out of
Steps
bounds.
out around the 17.
Once again to Washington. He's going to pick short gain, but he gets out of bounds, stops the clock. That's the most important thing we got going on right now.
Oh, where's the wicket? There he is. Is he doing something? Everybody was waving their arms around. I don't know.
Sailors are in
Something now.
some form of prevent defense. They don't want to let the Knowles get behind them and get into the end zone. We know that Malik has got the arm. We know that Malik has got the accuracy. We just haven't seen it much tonight.
That's right.
I have a play cap.
Second and 9.
Score. Or time or something.
Let's hope so. Let's see. We need to get to the 10-yard line for a first down.
There's something going on here.
109 left on the clock.
Referees come over to the sideline. He was talking to
Well, I'm not going to
somebody.
get the white cap anymore because he's just... they're bringing the clock back up. Yeah, because...
Are they trying to do something with the clock?
Clock?
15, bro. It's not that hard.
Yeah, trying to reset the clock.
To 115.
I don't know. We've got 108 on our clock. We've got 115 on Field's clock. Must be 115. We're resetting ours.
And they just keep saying, yo,
Okay, so once again,
7
9.
seconds can help quite a
Big,
bit.
big.
On the field.
Going
into
for the end zone, going
and
for
throws
the interception.
Once again, PJ McKay, who has been a thorn in our side the entire night.
That's probably
And
going
that's
to do
going to do it.
it. Well, I will say this for Malik, it was clearly to him.
There wasn't.
There was no offender close.
There was no Knoll anywhere near
There was
McKay.
no offender close.
On the, Galen had gone to the corner. Malik threw it like he expected him to come across the end zone, and Galen went to the corner.
Well, you know, it's
Wasn't
a tough
anywhere
way.
close.
It's a really tough way to end the homecoming game. Well, it's not over yet. We still got a minute 8, but there's not a virtual homecoming game to
Well,
go to.
this is over.
It's a sad day.
There's no time. The Knowles have no timeouts.
Oh, I agree.
Could be worse. It could be Tom Brady thinking that it was only third down.
Could be.
Are you still on? I don't know. I think I am.
No idea. Who called timeout? Must have been the Sailors.
We don't have any.
No.
Anyway, they just basically.
Sailors have called a timeout.
We thank Dr. Steve Schaefer for being here this evening at Homecoming 2020.
And somebody
Okay.
doesn't want us to watch the rest of the game. The camera one
Has been covered.
has been covered. I know you can't see it. You're looking at one of the cameras down by the sidelines, and we have no idea. Should we shift over there? and
We're in the
hope
dark.
that- We have no idea. There's somebody put, okay, we're going to watch over here. Guess they figured it.
No, use this. No.
There's a snap, and down. I'm sorry, folks. They took away our camera. They put a cover over the top of it.
There you go.
And
Oh, here it comes. There we go.
and
Hey, I got some free.
40.
45 seconds left.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're covering it again.
Catch on that.
Wish I knew what they were doing. Guess the camera crew figures the game's over too.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to kneel on it.
Yeah. There we go. 25 seconds to go.
25 seconds. That's
That
going to be
should
the final
be it.
play of the game. And well,
Well, you know what, Mikey?
it wasn't an exciting homecoming game.
You know, we have in the past had some real interesting, high-scoring, aerial, antic kind of games. This wasn't it.
No.
You know, this was a defensive game and good on the Sailors for being just a little more offensive as Sailors than we as Seminoles.
Well, here's what I'm gonna say is since this is gonna be the last game that we call,
That's right.
is that I was looking forward to this season. These seniors, and there's a considerable number of seniors, have been together for the last 3 years.
Right.
And we were excited about them at Southmore's, but not in that year, in the future. And then they
Right.
came back
Right.
last year, and they ended up with a 4-5 season. Still wasn't as dynamic, but I was looking forward to this year. You've got 20 seniors that have played together for 3 years, and I just expected more out of them, and
Absolutely.
we're just not getting it. I mean, yes, we beat Bayshore, but
Well, you know,
and now we're looking
we're
forward
looking
to
at
playing
Braden River. We're looking forward
Braden
to
Rivers,
Palmetto.
Palmetto, and the final game of the season is at Manatee.
And so, I mean, that's
It's going to be tough to win another game the rest of the year.
yeah, I think so too.
So, hate to end it on a negative note, but I'm disappointed. I really thought that this was going to be a season that we could see a lot of great things, and it wasn't just the COVID-19. You know, almost every school had to go through this process. Now, some of them, like Charlotte and Sarasota, started before we did.
Mm-hmm.
And are you saying I should turn around?
I'm saying that, you know, there's a very good possibility they may put a camera on us.
Oh, okay. So,
So I thought just in
with that in
case.
mind, I'm getting a thumbs up from the control room. I have no idea what that thumbs up means. Are we? Maybe
And then you're
we're
getting
on camera.
Then you're getting like that.
Maybe we're on camera.
Maybe they're probably telling us to be done already.
Or just shut up and let's go home. So here's where we're at. Once again,
Southeast High School.
Once again, if you want to see a Seminole game, despite the fact that I just badmouthed them for 2 minutes, all you have to do is you got to get your tickets ahead of time. There's no tickets available at the gate because they don't want exchange of money, and you can either go on the website and you can call at the school at 941-741-3366. And so that's it.
Yep.
Now we've got I don't know when,
We have basketball
but we
coming
have
down the road.
basketball coming up. There's still
We're gonna
it's
have
just-
softball.
It's just the beginning of the school year.
You know,
We are-
SCTV will be here for you. As
Oh,
they say.
absolutely. Now, we don't know if we're going to have Christmas concerts. We don't know if we're going to have a spring concert. We don't know what's on the schedule. But I do know, I've heard Amanda Clark, who's in charge of SCTV, who's the director of television, she did mention that that going into basketball season. And so
We're talking a lot.
I know we're talking a lot.
You know why? Because we're not going to talk to them again for a whole year. And you know what they're saying?
One more time.
You know what they're saying? They're going to say? They're going to say,
Yay!
One more
Let's
time.
congratulate the kids at SCTV on another
You know
great
what?
job.
They do such a fantastic job here. You know, so from the studios here at SCTV, from John Kiker Memorial Stadium, from Paul Meckley Field,
I'm Mike Sanders.
I'm Mike Brooks.
It's been great talking to you again this year, and hopefully we'll be back next year.
Take care.